New Year.
Last live of the season,
Happy New
house
Year.
guest.
Vagina holes.
Rob, not the middle finger.
That's how I'm feeling today.
Alrighty, hello viewers, and welcome to House of Royalty Season 1 Royal Kingdom. I am your host, Richie Royalty. Tonight, we are closing out this crazy, chaotic season with our reunion. Tonight, if you like fights, shade, roasts, awards, maybe a little talk about some showmances, you've come to the right place. We are going to get it all into it tonight. This game was 31 days long, and we have 31 days of shit to unhash. So get ready for it. But first, let's say hello to our house guests. Hello, house guests.
What up?
Skirt.
Hey, Richie.
Skirt.
Alrighty.
What's up,
Everybody.
sexy bitches?
Okay,
Everybody.
guys, let's just get right into this reunion. If anyone else comes on, I will let them in. We only are missing Dex and Clover, who will be coming on later on, and then unfortunately, Heather and Jake will not be attending the reunion tonight. Alrighty, so let's just get right into it. Let's start from the beginning on what happened on Tuesday night at our finale, at our first ever House of Royalty finale. In a vote of 5-4, Ben turned it out and became our first ever winner. Ben, how are you feeling was it so surreal when I revealed the news to you? Did you see it coming, or what were your thoughts?
I mean, like what, 2.5 weeks before that night, I was in a diary room saying how I'm probably getting evicted, the next day afterwards. So the fact that it all kind of came back together after crumbling apart, part of me was like, damn, this is a reality now. Part of me was like, damn, I remember talking shit in my interview with you about how I was gonna win the game. So like, it was great full circle moment. I don't really think it's really hit me. I just kind of like been nonchalant about it the last couple of days, but like I'm still speechless. You're still not gonna get like a full speech from me.
Alrighty, okay. At what point in the game before the finale did you realize that you were winning this?
When I had Aspen's vote, I think was when I realized I was gonna win. I was thinking I was maybe gonna lose 5-4. I thought it was gonna be Jordan, HQ, Lily, and Dex voting for me. So when I got Makai's vote, I was like, oh, okay. And then I lost Dex's vote, and I was like, shit, it might come down to Aspen's. And then her vote came for me, and I was like, I think this is mine.
Okay, alrighty. Was there any votes beside Aspen's that you were shocked about getting or not getting?
Makai's, I didn't know because like me and Makai, we were like cool in the beginning of the game, then we kind of drifted apart. So like I really didn't know where I stood with him because like there was, towards the end of his time, we weren't working together. We did have a moment where like we shit talked the lip sync together, but like this was the only time me and him bonded since like, the early game. So I was kind of like, maybe he got close with Erica. I don't know where we stood. So I was like, shit, maybe I'm not gonna have this vote. But I let him know afterwards how appreciative I was of that, and he might maybe see some cash.
Okay, alrighty. Love that. Love that. Erica, I want to turn to you next, honestly.
Okay.
Don't be discouraged. Even though you were runner-up, you are still a winner, baby. You killed it this season, and it was such a pleasure having you in this game, and it was very close. How did you feel about being runner-up? Were you shocked about getting some jury votes yourself? What were your thoughts on everything that happened on Tuesday?
Um, Definitely was proud. Definitely was happy that I made it to top two. As I stated before, I've been a vet in this or community for years. So for this to be the first time that I made it to top two, extremely fucking proud of myself. Um, Definitely wasn't surprised with how voting went. I kind of knew that with, at least the Island of Misfit Toys, I knew that Aspen and HQ was kind of going to be 50-50. Matter of fact, let me correct that. I kind of knew in my head that HQ might go for Ben when I did put her up, and I didn't get to explain why I put her up because I understand, like, like we've been cool, and to know that I had put her up, even though it was to get Aspen out, because I told her this after the game was over. I was like, it definitely wasn't meant to be malicious. I knew you was Mama Bear, and if came between you and Aspen, everybody was going to vote for Aspen. So that was my plan all along, to get Aspen out during that round. It was never meant to be malicious, but I kind of knew that she was going to go for Ben. So once I saw that Vogo, I was like, fuck, I might just be getting second place. But nonetheless, I want some money. I want some moolah. And I made it to top two for the first fucking time. So I'm proud of myself.
Clock it. You should absolutely be proud of yourself, love. We are definitely going to get into that whole your HOH week in a little bit involving Aspen and HQ. But Rob, I do want to go to you next. You were so close at winning that final HOH. It literally was by a point. I do have to ask, if you would have went to final two, who are you taking with you?
Look, you might ask that question. I would have taken Erica.
Okay. And now I want to turn to the jury. Raise your hand if it was between Erica and Rob, who would have voted for Erica in the end?
Well, God,
Let me raise my way. I'm trying to raise my hand, Erica. Wait,
Make
girl,
me feel
relax.
even worse about it, but thank you guys. I appreciate
All
it.
right, now
Relax,
raise your hand if
girl.
you would have voted for Rob to win, if it was Erica and Rob in the end.
Honestly, it would have came down to speeches for me, Richie, to be honest,
Okay, that's completely fair.
Hey, Avatar.
between the both of
Alrighty.
them.
Alrighty then. Okay, so let's get back into this whole thing with Erica and your HOH. So that was a very controversial week, I will say. That was the week that Aspen popped off when she got evicted. And like I said to you in my host notes, I was shocked that you did not try to backdoor Jordan because Jordan was probably the biggest threat in the game at the time beside Ben, but Ben got himself off the block. What was your reasoning on why you wanted to get Aspen out so bad? And why'd you put up HQ as well?
first off, me and Jordan have been talking. Like the second half of the game, me and Jordan have been talking. We have been, exchanging notes, things of that nature. And I just couldn't find it in my heart to do that. That was number one. Number two, in my head, I was thinking if I put up Jordan and Aspen, it was going to be a 50-50 split. I wanted Aspen completely gone. And I think everybody knew that from when we had the whole argument after she put her points for Makai. I was like, you gotta go. Cause in my head, I can't trust you. Cause we was all in an alliance. And it's mighty funny to me how you threw your points for Makai when there's three people in your alliance that you could have saved and you chose not to. That to me did not sit very well with me. And once I can't trust you, you gotta go. That's why I split up HQ because I knew HQ was not going home, not one bit, not 1 second if I put her up against Aspen. HQ was mommy bear to everybody. HQ was loved by everybody. And if it came down to HQ and Aspen, they was going to save HQ one way or a fucking another. So it was in my head, it was the logical choice for me to put up HQ against Aspen because I want her to go on.
Okay, before we get into Aspen, Antonio, you're raising your hand. You have something to say?
Yeah, I just want to like ask Erica something. If you were so worried about it being a 50-50 split, you were HOH and you could have still sent Aspen home, right?
I wasn't thinking that way either.
Okay,
At
period.
that in that moment, it was just like, who can I put up that I know is going to assure Aspen to go? That was in my head because when you're in game mode, you tend to forget certain things. And hindsight is 50-50. Had I had remembered that, he probably would have gone up. But in that moment, I just was like, I need the fish to be gone. And the only way to do it is by putting HQ up. Which I know it sucks because I didn't get a chance to like talk to her beforehand to let her know this. And I knew from the first time when her name was brought up, like maybe I should have went to her, but I just didn't have that chance. So
Okay. Aspen, I want to turn to you. What are your thoughts on listening to this from Erica?
Well, I will say with the same mentality of in a game sense forgetting, forgetting what you can do or whatever. Like that was also my reasoning for why I voted for Makai
I
under
don't
that
think so.
pressure. I the game is over. Dead ass, I felt bad for him not getting points. Would I lie about that after the game is fucking over? No,
that's his
I'm
fault. No,
still
no shade,
standing
Makai.
by
That's
I
his
didn't
that.
get
fault.
any
The fuck?
points.
No tea,
Just
no
saying.
shade, mama. There ain't no way in hell that you thought
You know
that
what?
was a logical idea.
In
And
the moment, yes, when you're not thinking, when you're in the middle of a game, just like what you just said, right? When you're under the pressure and you're not thinking, right?
it was also other things too. Like you putting your double vote for
Oh.
Rob for me did not sit well with me. Rob was your ally. We
Came
was
up with
all like
five
we
different
was
excuses
dead
Yeah,
for
ass.
it.
well,
We was all in a group. Point blank. Period. It was
like
me, you, Dex, Matt,
I know,
HQ, and
like
you.
me and HQ have said before, her and I felt like we were at the bottom of that group and we were left out of
You
votes
have come up with
before.
5 different excuses for that reason. I just watched the show back, and you said you couldn't trust me from day
I
one.
couldn't
I was the one who defended you against Heather. I've been with you the whole time. So how could you not trust me?
Exactly. And
I
that
couldn't
for
trust
that
you.
reason,
Make up shit in your head and you spit it out like it's truth, and it's not. And
I
that's where my
couldn't trust you when you were
how?
leaving me out of votes. You and Matt
when
specifically
we
were
were in
trying
the
to
Wait,
run
who's
room,
at
been
each
absent? Hold on.
other.
Who
This is
left
everybody
you out
about
of
your
votes
sat
jealousy.
today?
I
there
don't know
and
what you
said
got
we
with
got
Matt.
the
This is
House,
about
vote.
your
House
jealousy
guest.
with
Oh,
Matt.
Hey,
This has nothing to
y'all,
do with me.
let's not jump Aspen now.
No,
Let's
wait,
Ain't
not.
no.
nobody
House
I,
jumping
I
out.
guest,
don't want to know
before we
what votes
continue,
was she left out
HQ
of
is
though. No
raising her
shade.
hand and HQ would
yeah,
like some
I'll
to say.
Yeah, yes, please. Thank you. Can I would like to say something. So I would like to first say I understand Erica's reasoning as to why she put me up. I get that and I understand that. However, when I won my HOH, she did not touch the block on my HOH. So I thought, okay, well, because I didn't even think to nominate her, I said, I'm not even going to touch you, baby girl. You are good with me. So when she did that, if I would have stayed, if I would have stayed and didn't go that week of Jordan, I probably would. You would have lost trust with me a little bit because of how you did that. Going back to why we voted for Rob instead of keeping you, because mind you, again, we kept you and we got rid of Rob. There was the vote out that we were left out of that me, you, and Aspen were not a part of. We did not know what was going on. They left us out of that vote. I felt like, oh shit, well, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And yes, mind you, we did have that group. I'm not denying we were not in that group. Hell, I was the one that named the group.
Right.
At the end of the day, me and Aspen had conversations. We felt like we were at the bottom of that group. That's why during my HOH, I went for Matt because I felt like Matt and Rob were close, and then Rob was close to Latea. So my thought process is, well, we can break them up, even if Makai and her didn't get broken up at the end of the day. Not to mention, I put my vote on Makai as well during the dice. People forget that. People are so, oh, Aspen put her votes. Aspen put her votes. Yes, but Aspen had more than I did. But I also put my votes on Makai because at the end of the day, that's what I decided to what I want to do. And at the end of the day, that was what Aspen decided that she wanted to do, whether it was in whoever. Because no matter who she put her vote on, somebody was still going to get pissed off at the end of the fucking day. So let's just leave that to where it is. She made her choice. She can't go back and change it. I made choices. I can't go back and change it. At the end of the day, we should all just move forward because at the end of the day, we know what happened and keep it pushing.
Okay,
But there
before we
was
go on to
other
the
shit
topic,
Hold on,
House
wait, hold
guest
on,
after
has something
HQ.
to
that.
Hold
say.
on, hold on, HQ, because I was greatly
Hold on,
affected
no,
by
hold on,
it.
hold on,
So
hold
I
on,
was
hold
super
on.
I have a
debated.
Go ahead.
question. I have a question.
I have
Would
my
you
hand
go
raised.
back and change anything then?
For
No,
me,
no, because HQ, I understand what you're saying though, but I just feel like I was greatly affected by it because I just got out. So I'm like, I know,
Right.
I
But the
went
thing
out of
was,
my way. I'm talking about
right,
for me. Like I went out of my way in this game to make sure Aspen was like comfortable, like talk to her,
right. And I
make her
get that.
part of
And when
votes,
you got voted
make her
out,
part of
I didn't
votes and
vote
stuff
you
like
out.
that. No,
I kept you.
I know,
And I told
that's
them.
why I cursed,
I
and that's why I
specifically
cursed her
said,
out when I
you guys can
did.
vote for Dex. I personally cannot vote for Dex. That is one person that I cannot vote for. I specifically said that. You can ask them. When I said that, I said I am not voting for Dex. That's the one person that I cannot vote for at the end of the day.
Okay.
but can I further
I'm gonna
explain?
have my hand up and I'm gonna finish
Oh, okay,
speaking.
I didn't see your hand up,
Sorry.
Robbie.
Sorry, I've had it. Yeah. Yes, we all love Molly's outfit. Hey, Latea.
Latea.
Not too much wrong.
Wait, it also has sound too. Wait,
Say again.
it has sound too. That's what I was saying.
Okay. Well, turn it off so I can talk. The difference between you and Aspen is one, you're just real about the things, and that's why I'm getting
Right.
irritated. Like
Okay.
she gave what she said in the beginning. I watched the tape yesterday, and she said some other stuff. There's a story changing, and what my point was, she's not speaking from her own thoughts. Now that I'm hearing from what you just said is what she's now saying. That you two had a talk, and what maybe you convinced her, but she's not being real with it and saying why she really said that. From day one, I have been, I won't say riding with her, but again, when she had the issue with Heather, who was it that actually verbally protected her? It was me. All throughout this whole time, I was there rocking with her. So if you say you don't trust me, how the fuck you don't trust me?
Clock it.
I mean, that
So
was
And
okay.
then
No
my
I'm
shade.
not done talking. I'm not
I
done
get
talking.
it.
I'm not done talking. The
That's
bullshit
okay, Rob.
you keep feeding is why I'm annoyed with you. Come be real with your shit. That's what I'm asking you to do. And I've told you that the last time we got into this conversation. I do want it to be done and it needs to be done, but just be real with your shit. Don't come up with all these 5 million excuses or why you did what you did. And yeah, that's all I really have to say with it. It is over and it's done. But HQ, like I said, I didn't expect you to vote for me. I had a little sheet I was writing down who was gonna or not vote for me, and I didn't have you on that side. We did talk a little bit, but we never were like really close in the game. And I'm not gonna say Aspen we were close, but I thought we had a pretty good relationship and we were working towards there. For you to come in and blindside me like that, yeah, it did sting, and I'm stinging you right on back. So that's why I have words for you. But I'm done. It's what it is. And next topic.
I have
Okay,
a
before we get
question.
on to the next topic and whatnot, Erica, I know you did want to say something, and then we're gonna move on from this.
There was
I
other
guess.
aspects to me wanting Aspen gone. Okay. Number one, she could cut off literally all communication with me. I didn't receive, after a while, I didn't receive a text. I didn't receive a call. I didn't receive a Discord message. Absolutely nothing. So at a certain point in the game, number one, I don't know what you're planning to do. I don't know what's going on with you. We went from talking game to not talking at fucking all. And my thing is this, like I said, it is about trust for me. If you go from talking to just motherfucking silent, that's an issue for me. So it wasn't only just the Rob situation, the Robin Mackay situation of it all. It was other aspects too. I just couldn't fucking trust you. And if, like I said, if I can't trust you, you gotta motherfucking go. Point blank, period, and that's it.
Okay. Alrighty, moving on. It seems like some bridges are not going to be mended, and that's
No,
really
nope, fuck them bridges.
Alrighty. All right, let's move on. Molly, I do want to go on to you next because you were somebody in the
Oh,
game that, you were not here that long in the game, no shade and whatnot. And I know one day in the pre-Jerry chat, when I sent the link, I think it was at like top 8 right before Resort to Royalty, you did say the only one I'm really rooting for is Lily. I'm not really a fan of these people, or something along the lines of that. What were your thoughts while watching the show this season and like seeing some of the things like unfold?
now people played so stupid this whole game. I thought everyone's moves were fucking so stupid the whole game. I mean, these little like showmances and shit just didn't last. They were literally just for TV, and it just like it pissed me off because nobody was really playing hard. Everyone was playing with their fucking emotions. Nobody was really like in the fucking game. Everyone was playing like, oh, you didn't talk to me for one day or you left me out for one vote. Like, like I just have to target you now. Rather than nobody looked at the bigger picture. Nobody saw that the people who were winning comps, nobody saw people who had good connections, nobody saw people who were insulated. Nobody saw like for my vote, I understand why I was voted out and I get it, but it's also like the person that was next to me had a lot more validity and wanted to be there and had a lot more connections and had a lot more talking with other people than
Well,
someone who didn't really show up. So it's sort of like, why would you vote the person who essentially like kind of like doesn't want to be there in a sense? That's what my would be. I'd be like, okay, well, we can get the person out now that is a bigger threat rather than letting them go possibly and run the game later on, rather than getting
well,
the person who isn't really paying attention too much and is obviously left out in the game. I
That
think
could have
that
been your
that's,
can
you
I
strategy. Go
know,
with
respond? Can I respond to that
go ahead.
case? Because I was the one next to her.
Hmm.
I feel like in that moment, Molly, was it a hell of a gamble sitting next to you? Yes, the fuck it was, because I know the type of person you are. Thank God you was on the inactive side, because I'm pretty sure if you was active, you probably never would have got touched, to be
Probably
honest.
not.
So, and the fact that I feel like I put in the work at that time, I was putting in the work, so I would have been gagged, gooped and gagged if I would have went over you. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, what connections does she have that she get to sit pretty and be inactive and try to take my ass out?
No, definitely. I mean, I just would have thought it from like a bird's eye view for a second. I would have like stepped out of my connections for a second and really realized like, this person is
It was the
really
beginning of the
fighting to
game,
be.
though.
I know it was, but I was like, this person is really fighting to be here hard rather than a person that's sort of just like not going to be a threat for me maybe down the road or even for now. That's what I would have personally thought, but like everyone has their own reasonings. It just seemed like that was a constant theme throughout the entire season that nobody really stepped out and like looked from a bird's eye point of view at what was really going on, and everyone just played with their close emotions. And I think that's kind of why Erica even got as far as she did.
And
Or
speaking of
Ben.
Erica, Erica's
Oh,
raising her hand.
oh, oh.
All right,
Mm-mm,
Erica, what do you have to say?
mm-mm.
Oh,
Number one, I have been fighting since day motherfucking one because my name was on the fucking block all the time. And if it wasn't on the block, it was considered. So to sit there and say that I didn't fight for my spot to get here, that hurts. That's number one.
Did I
Number
say you
two,
didn't fight?
you said that everybody was playing stupid and was playing with emotions. I was playing strategy. I had
No,
already
you
said,
weren't.
yeah, baby girl,
No,
yes,
you
so
weren't. You
yes,
wouldn't have gone for
I
Aspen then.
was.
If you were playing with your fucking brain, you wouldn't have gone for Aspen. You would have already gone for baby Ben or Jordan. Jordan at the time was a
With
big ass target. He won
like
constant competitions. You were going for someone who wasn't winning anything, who was literally just left you out of a vote for one single time, girl. You didn't
it
play with your
wasn't
fucking
one
brain.
single time. She cut off access. I want to say by the time we hit maybe day 2 or 3 of jury, I stopped hearing from Aspen. And like I said, if I can't trust you to sit there and to at least discuss game with me, you gotta go. That
Did
was
you
my
text her?
strategy. My strategy is if I trust you, I'll help you. One thing's for certain and two things for sure. And Lily and Latoya can attest to this. If I trust you, I will try to take you to the motherfucking end as far as I fucking can. That's number one. Number two, when it came to me voting for you, it wasn't because you wasn't active. I did my research on people and I've seen your gameplay and I know in my head you was going to be a motherfucking threat. So if I could get you out as early as I can rather than sitting there and having to wait for you to sit there and go from other people, I was going to do it. It wasn't because you wasn't active. It was because I had a chance to sit there and get you out, and that's why I did. There were certain things that I wish could have went the right way. For example, I already knew that if Ben sat there and got to top 5, there was no way this man was not going to win. And the reason I say that was because A, he's a comp beast, and B, he was loved by everyone. And people can attest. I kept saying, Ben gotta go home. It was just unfortunate that as much as I wanted to, Ben is too much of a comp beast and he was fucking winning. So therefore, that didn't happen. But to sit there and say that nobody has strategy and that everybody was sitting there and playing with emotions, that is kind of BS for me. But again, your feelings is your feelings.
Alrighty, Antonio, something to say, and then we are going to officially move on to the next topic.
Yeah, I mean, I have some things to say to like both Molly and Erica, just like piggybacking here. I agree with Molly to an extent of like, I feel like a lot of people in this game, at least like no shade pre-jury, really were kind of thinking out of their ass, no shade. I feel like a lot of the moves, if you want to call them that, that were made, were just kind of like not really giving that much to me. Um, where I don't necessarily agree with you, Molly, is the whole like you versus like text on the block thing. Like I was one of the main people who was like, y'all, it needs to be Molly, no shade, because I know how you play. And like I know that you are good as fuck at this game. And I was like, y'all, this is our chance. If she's on that block, we
Duty.
gotta go. So I do think like I understand the
Well,
whole
glad you guys did your research.
yeah.
Okay,
But like I
shit.
think obviously like looking at how the game went pre-jury, it was always like, ooh, they're not active. Let's take them out, because that's what it was with you, Erica, as an example, or with like Jake or whatever the case was. Erica, where I will say now, I don't really need to be Captain Sabaho, and like I have my own fade to run with Aspen. But on this one point here, you're saying like, well, Aspen wasn't active, she wasn't talking to me, therefore I can't trust her. If we flash back to weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, that was you, girl, and you said just because I'm not active does not mean I'm not playing the game. So
Can I refine that?
sure.
Aspen was talking to me in the beginning of the game. We were talking, even though it wasn't game, we were talking. When we got to the island of misfit toys, we were talking. We were talking game. I understood to a certain extent where she stood. When we got to jury, it completely dropped. And my thing was, you were just talking to me. You were just telling me game. You was telling me how you felt about the game and everything in return. For you to completely drop and for you to not give me no tea at all, I'm sorry, but that is an issue, especially when it was give and take. It was you give game, I gave game. I gave strategies that I probably didn't get to everybody else. I sat there and told her at certain points in times, especially if I get HOH, she was safe with me because at that point I genuinely trusted her. For you to sit, and my thing is, it was like, it wasn't like, oh, it dwindled down like bit by bit, because I would have understood if it dwindled down bit by bit, because at certain points you're gonna have to keep your cards to your sleeves, but nothing at all. No. So whereas yes, I was very much inactive weeks one, I would say weeks 1 to 4 or whatever. I did
Reader.
pick up with the people that I trust. When I was in the island of misfit toys, I did talk to them about game. Later on, when it was me, Rob, and Matea, we was talking game there. It wasn't like I was sitting there and dropping and saying, I'm just gonna keep all the cards in my hands and I don't give a fuck. That's where my distrust was, Antonio. If you can kind of get where I was going with it.
Okay. Alrighty. So now that that's all settled, we are going to get into our next topic. We do got to keep this thing going. I do respect what everyone has to say, though. Okay. So speaking about pre-jury, this next house guest I'm about to bring up, they definitely made their mark on this game, even though they only lasted 3 weeks and this was their first Big Brother game. They definitely made their mark and whatnot, and they brought you into their world of delusion.
Who?
Indy.
Me. Oh my
Alrighty.
God.
Indy, I do want to go to
Hi.
you because at the finale we did bring up the whole lip sync issue with
Uh,
you and Lily and whatnot, and I do want to start with that because that was brought up. You did address Lily. I do want to give Lily her piece to say
mhm.
something, and then we're going to get a little more into you, Indy. Lily, what was your thoughts on the whole lip sync thing? This is your piece to say to Indy.
So, Indy, you honestly just like played with my entire game. Like, I only tried because like I wanted that advantage in the HOH, and I was so close to being able to get it. Then you decided to give me a 3 because you just wanted me to do it again. Like, I get your standpoint of wanting like me to do it again for like production viewpoint, but you're not a prod member, and you were a guest judge. Like, you were there to judge fairly, and it was honestly genuinely really annoying. As much as like we laughed it off, it did low-key piss me off because you were playing with my game, and I was just trying to like do my best for my game standpoint.
Indy, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, thank you, Lily. It's nice to see you. Yeah, in the moment, for most of the, the lip syncs, I was like, I'm gonna judge really fairly. For that one, that was an amazing lip sync. And like in my mind, I was like, let me put my little producer hat on just for a sec. Um, the audio quality was messed up, and I was like, damn, she is an absolutely amazing lip syncer. Like, I need to give my props to you on here on Candid Camera. You can make a side hustle out of that, or a main hustle. Like, you did absolutely incredible. So you have my actual props.
What
And that I was like, well, uh, and to me, like, I wasn't thinking like, oh, the game. Like, to me, I thought this was like, that was the whole week. That was all they were doing. Like, I haven't been paying attention to the game. For me, I didn't intend to mess with like your game or your stats or like putting it all in. So yes, I did do it. It was messy because I wanted to see you lip sync again, and I was like, just do it again, just for funsies. Since there's no way you're gonna lose to whoever you're going against. So, um, it was my little producer hat. Let's do it again. I get a good lip sync in there. But it wasn't any intention to like mess with your game in like the long run. I just thought it was like, oh, this is like one condensed like challenge, and let's just see what happens. And it was a blessing to see you lip sync again. You did amazing. And I did send her a tip afterwards too to show her,
well
but
also
it
like
wasn't my intention for that. I apologize.
just
Yeah, but
because
the thing
someone
is
can
you weren't. I'm sorry, Lily. You weren't a
just
producer, so
Mm-hmm.
it was like
exactly.
Uh-huh.
it shouldn't have happened. It should have been judged the way that it needed to be judged.
Mm-hmm.
She killed that performance. The
Yeah, she
sound
did.
quality had nothing to do with her
Damn.
either.
No, it
That was not her fault either. So
yeah.
at the end of the day, it should have been judged fairly because like she said, we were still playing the game whether you were paying attention or not. Her
Mm-hmm.
game was on the line, and she
Mm-hmm.
could have went home if she didn't get the correct scores that she needed to get. So at the end of the day, you should have been by partial and just judged it the way it needed to be judged,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it.
Well, I think it was shady and it was good on
Well,
camera.
and also
I
like
didn't find anything
Indy,
shady.
just because someone can do it doesn't mean they want to do it. And like I really didn't want to lip sync again. I didn't want to like necessarily lip sync in the first place. Like I know like I can do it, but like I am really lazy and I just didn't want to. But also like you weren't a producer, you were a pre-jury member. So logically the math isn't mathing. Like you should have been fair with it. No producer hat needed.
And I do have to
Yeah.
jump in and say that too, honestly. Like, I do maybe I did fuck up a little bit and whatnot, just like with that and whatnot. I thought Indy
Yeah.
would be really
A
fun to
little?
watch. And she was. What's it called? Um, I do think that, Indy was gonna be a good
Mess.
judge, and we did talk about like, her playing fair, and I thought she was going to play fair, and I am kicking myself for that. At the end of the day, I knew Lily was not going home, especially because Jordan
Oh yeah,
McCall
me too.
be final noms. However, Indy, that does not give you the right to put on the producer hat, in all honesty and whatnot, just because, let prod be prod
Wait,
and then you be judge. Oh,
Ah,
Clover has her
shit.
hand raised. What's up?
Clover.
Messy, messy Clover. Ha
Not
ha.
quite, not quite. Okay, first
Name
and
with the face.
foremost, hey guys, finally here.
Hi, miss
Second
you,
of
boo.
all, Queen. Second of all, I did want to bring this up because I'm like, Richie, from a host perspective, like, what in your brain said, yeah, like, real shit, it was a great, cool idea to bring back a former contestant who was
I
on
was
this
gagged
exact
too.
same season to judge. Like sometimes we can't just do everything for a gag, you know what I mean? I felt like even from like a viewership standpoint, it's like Twitch should at least be fair and putting someone in in that position of power who has a relationship to the people in this game, how that varies when they left, no one really knows. I think that that's just kind of like from a host standpoint was something that you should have never done and that I'm confused as to why that just like even crossed your mind to do. No shade, like
I
No,
was
yeah,
gagged
I
too.
do
Yeah.
agree, honestly. And, at the end of the day, you can't ring a bell. It's done. It's over with.
Well,
And, I just know how to move forward from now on.
no,
But
and
to
I
okay, we
will
be
say,
cannot
I
ring the
fair,
bell,
thought
but we should address the bell that
I
it is
thought you
making
brought me
sound.
back to be shady. I thought it was like you eliminated her. Now she's back to judge lip sync. I like thought like yes, you're like oh judge fairly, and like for the most part I did. And like again, like my
For
reasoning
the
was like,
most
well,
part.
she's not going to lose. She's not going to go home. And let's get her a good quality lip sync. Like I thought you brought me back to be shady. Like that was the intention.
I definitely don't think that that was right. Latea's raising her hand.
Down.
Yeah, and Erica's raising their hand too.
What was the
Okay.
challenge? I didn't.
So the challenge was the lip sync where we all had to lip sync, and I think the one who had the two who had the lowest scores, we had to vote for one of them to be out. Um,
Uh,
but to my understanding, because Indy is a drag queen and quite literally does lip syncs all the fucking time, I thought it was kind of cool that she did come back. And then furthermore, it was like we didn't
Mm,
see her, you know. I'm not gonna lie, and I think it's partly because I am close to her. I kind of was gagged when she was here because it was fun. To be honest, also felt like it was kind of unfair to Lily because
Yeah,
I get it. I
me
get it
too.
from her. I get it from her standpoint of, maybe you didn't know that it was a lip sync to save your motherfucking life, as RuPaul would say it. Um,
bye.
but it really was a lip sync for your life. So I can understand why Lily was upset, but I also
Right.
can understand from Richie's standpoint of why he brought you back.
I just want to
well,
say,
Richie,
wait. Oh, I was just gonna say, I want to say, I feel like Erica, like I think said it best. Indy in that episode, mind you, I haven't watched the full thing. Shout out Antonio and Lily for showing me the parts that mattered. Um, Even Indy saying, "I'm Team Erica," there in and of itself showed the disparity that literally everyone else on the cast faced. And it wasn't just a thing about Lily. It's again, as a that's what I'm just saying.
I get where you're
Yeah,
coming
like
from
it's
with
just
it.
like a little ridiculous. No shit. But yeah, I
I
just
would
wanted to
have
bring
been
that
pissed
up.
if I was Lily. I would have raised fucking hell on
Damn,
everyone if I was
I
her.
told Lily if I didn't quit when I did, I would have quit that
I would have
episode.
fought bitches
The
so
last
bad.
Alrighty,
word.
before we move
Last
on,
word.
Latea did have her hand raised. Latea?
Okay.
Yes, Latea, Queen.
Queen of the Nile.
Oh, I was gonna say because I was the other party of that lip sync too, and you know, so I do honestly like when Indy came because I know when she left, she called me a snake. So I honestly thought like I already had it in my mind that like I wouldn't have to lip sync again. So I do thank
Mhm.
Indy, I know it was unfair, but like I still thank her for doing that because I was in trouble. I was in trouble
That's
every
real.
time
That was real as fuck,
I
Latea. I
That
give you
was
that. She
real.
my
said,
motherfucking
yeah, at
life
the end
in
of the
this
day, I know
game.
it's
So
fucked
you
up.
know what? I'm
Was.
so sorry, Lily. I'm sorry that that happened to you, but I was fighting for my fucking life. I had my back against the wall, so I
Queen.
applaud
And you
you
did
for
good.
doing
You
that.
did
I
Thank
will
good.
you
say
for
this.
saving
Oh,
me
sorry.
because I
Queen.
was
Yeah,
ready to lip sync again, honestly.
and
I
That's all I
will
had to
say
I
say.
this
And if I
too.
Real
had to
shit
lip
to
sync today,
say.
bitch, I was prepared to do
Do
so.
so. But
I
I
was
will say
ready
this too. I can't.
to.
I'm like no tea, no shade, Lily. I kind of glad that it sort of happened too because either way, it would have been a tie, and I felt like if it was a tie between us, we would have had to lip sync. And like I told you, bitch,
Ooh.
hell, motherfucking no,
Run it
because
back. Let's do it again.
no.
fuck
First
no,
to
I am not
rematch.
prepared
First
to
to
do so.
rematch.
I am.
Alrighty, moving.
Richie, before you say something, I just want to get the lick. I'm just gonna say, Erica, clearly Indy was no shade rigging for you. So, girl, if it came down to it,
Nah,
probably
she
would have
beat
went to your
Aspen.
direction, but
She
that's just
whooped Aspen.
neither
I'm
here.
sorry.
That's just my opinion. I
I
mean,
mean,
we see who got
Indy,
the highest score overall.
yeah,
She
Indy,
did
you were
whoop
kind of right
Aspen.
though. She did get 150 by the end of the season, but she
Well,
didn't
I was
I
win.
right.
again,
I
I
did.
was only one judge. I was only one judge, and there was three judges. It was
Right.
up to so like for Erica winning in that lip sync in particular was her versus Aspen, and she beat Aspen. I think everyone, if you watch it, you can no shade to Aspen. Erica beat her, beat you.
That's not what's important. Like you said, you're one judge, but you're one judge that literally you're one third of the
You're
say
a whole drag queen.
took
Also, I feel
it
like
like
other people
Yeah,
literally
would
took
listen to
Lily
you.
completely out of being able to win her lip sync. Like that's what I mean. So like
hmm
again, it don't matter.
hmm
You're one third of the judges, but you're one
hmm
third of the judges, and you
yeah.
make or
But
Yeah,
break the
even
Oh,
with
it was
that
game.
it
one
was
yeah,
third, if
snaky.
it was
It was
between
fucked up
me
of
and
me. I know.
Lily, like I was not fucking. I was. Let's be for real. And I'm a great lip syncer in my
Erica
whole
cleared.
motherfucking right. I was not winning against Lily if I was going against Lily. Hence why, in that lip sync, I picked Aspen. I knew I could mollywop her.
And
So
that
why
was
not
real.
pick the
That was
person
real
that I
too.
could mollywop? Like,
That was real as
let's be
fuck.
for real. But if it was against Lily,
The
like,
next segment.
I would have to pray to the
I would have
motherfucking
chose
gods
Jax.
for me to win that one. Okay?
Okay, house guests, moving on.
Oh,
Thank
can I just
That's
say
that's
one
it.
closing
Alrighty,
thing? Is
wait,
that
wait. I
okay?
just do want to get this going and whatnot, just because I don't want to spend too much time
Yeah.
on one topic.
Damn.
Indy, this does actually go to you too and whatnot.
Mhm.
So speaking about you and whatnot, there was a heated rivalry in this season with
Mhm.
you and Clover, and Erica was kind of involved too. And from what I've gathered, Indy and Clover, I think you guys have each other blocked on
I
Instagram.
don't have her
That's
blocked.
correct.
She has me
Ding,
blocked.
ding, 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 ding. It do say Instagram
So,
user should pop up.
how does it feel to see each other for the first time, ladies?
I
I think
have
she looks
myself,
great.
man. Right. You know, last time I saw Indy, she was telling me
Who gonna run
how
up?
I look like that without makeup, blah, blah, blah. And you know, I wasn't expecting her to look as good as she did, especially because we saw her on that lip sync episode and she saw how, whew, no
Okay.
shade, she looked a hot cuckoo donkey mess. But
Okay,
tonight
hot.
she don't look that bad, and I'm really proud of that for her.
Oh, thank you, sister.
You're so welcome.
It's nice to see Clover. It's like it's weird because like I wanted to talk to Clover after, but like I know I couldn't because she's still in the game. But it's glad we can like have it now and like I hope we can just like talk about it because like I was when the whole like shit hit the fan, I think it was just like it's fine to come for like my style of play. It's fine to be like to say that I was messy the way that I handled the group chat, that I reached out to people, how I like got tangled up in my words. That's completely fine to come for me for. Understandable. But there was comments that Clover had made about like me and Erica about like our page. She called me a fat slouchy man in a wig. She's not wrong, but
Wait,
it's
wait,
uncalled
whoa, whoa,
for.
whoa, 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 whoa. I did say that you were a slouchy man in a wig. I never said that.
Okay.
There we go.
Should have said
Continue.
Well,
that.
so my issues came with like I was like, you could come for my game and all that, me not knowing what I'm doing. That's fine. But like once it came there, like that's where I started to get like annoyed. And I was like, why are people not like seeing this? Like I get like you can be shady. I love to be shady too, like cause drama. That's fine. That's what we're all here to do. But like when it became like personal, that's where I got really upset. With these towards the end of the game, I was like, get me the fuck out of here. Like fuck these chicken shit gigs. Like I was like, I
Whoa.
ain't like this. I don't think it was that like to me, it was like I could see that a lot of people take it a lot more seriously than what I thought it would be like. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of was like, oh, it's like all for fun and games. It's only on the streams and all that. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into at the beginning, but and like you can say whatever, like yeah, like me making like stupid like game decisions, moves, never having seen Big Brother. That's fine, but like the reason I called her a bully was I was like these comments are in my profession on well unbiased, but uh unprofessional and like in the fact that like come for my game, come for all that, like but like this the way that I don't know. I just didn't like it. And like
It's
I hope that me and Clover
Right.
can have like a one-on-one either off of camera or on here. Like, but if
It
not, I
doesn't.
don't know. I'll never see this girl again in my life.
Okay.
I don't like
Here's
Wait,
my
wait, can I
thing.
say something? Okay,
Yes,
I think
Molly and then Erica, and
How
then
the
I
hell
can move
she
on to
goes,
another topic.
Molly, then Erica, what? Okay, bitch,
okay,
you're
I
dragging
think
it.
I think honestly, I think people were taking it a lot more serious because there was a lot of money on the line. I think it should have overall, you should have taken this more serious. I didn't even show up, so I can't, I can't even say much. But like, I don't need that 150 though. So
no,
You
honey.
sure?
it's like,
Me neither.
You
no,
sure?
no, I'm not. I wouldn't buy a wig.
I'll give
No,
you one
it
of
was
mine,
sort of
honey.
like, oh, thank you. But no, it was just like I feel like people took it really serious because there was a lot of money, and then later on it went up to 350.
Hmm.
So I mean, bitch,
350.
I would have
Wait,
350. Girl, Ben got 350, right? So I would have been like,
he tore that.
Facts.
Hmm.
But
been like that to everyone. Like, but it was pretty serious. And for the Lily situation, girl, that was 350 on the line, bitch. I would have been stabbing hoes.
What, y'all do that for
But I
350? My God. Yo.
Alrighty, Erica, then Clover, then we're going to the next topic.
Okay, I do want to say one thing because as a veteran, I felt like in that particular moment, I did fucking mess up because I should have told Indy that if she was going to do the chat, at least ask them in the chat, like, hey, can we be an alliance? I figured that would have probably have been implied, but me not again forgetting like this is your first game. I
Mhm,
should have been Mama Bear in that moment
mhm.
and said it. That's number one. Number
Yeah.
two, I think that during that argument, I felt like everybody was just high on emotions.
Mhm.
I know that I kind of was when it came to Clover, and that's why Clover had got some of my heat. But like, I love, like, don't get me wrong, and I said it to her when we made up. Like, she was the first, like, she was one of the few people that I had vibed with. Like, I love her. She's absolutely stunning, and she looks stunning now. And I just
Thank
think
you.
that when it came for blow, like I was a little bit hurt. I
Well,
was, and the cancer in me, because I'm a cancer and I'm an emotional cancer at that. The cancer in me popped out and then popped back in. It was like, nah, fuck you, bitch. But in real life, like if it was something like if it wasn't that and my emotions wasn't high, I probably would have fucking laughed off some of the comments. That shit really fucking real. Like
Right, wait,
my
oh my
wig
yeah.
was kind of
God.
looking lopsided. It was what it fucking was. I
Ah!
didn't
It
realize
was
it until
never
I
that
watched it
at,
deep.
back.
at least she's self aware.
Let's be for real. And like looking back at it and watching it, I was just
I like
like,
that word.
yeah, it was not that serious. And that's why I did later on
Yes, yeah.
like talk to her and was like, yo, let's just squash this fucking beef now. But I do have beef because bitch, we could have made this rivalry stretch and you fucking quit on me, bitch.
Ooh.
Alrighty, and then
Okay,
closing thoughts from Clover.
okay, I have a few things I would like to say. First and foremost, I think for me in my head, I was raised around a lot of queer people, and so I have the experience of cattiness. Like, I grew up around a whole bunch of catty gays. That's where
I
I
can read that.
thrive. I love a catty gay. That, if you can't tell, I act like a catty white
Could
gay
never
man.
tell.
Like, it's no shade. Like, I'm very that. And those are majority of my friends, very catty bitches. And so I think for me personally, the things that I say are usually always surface level in my head. Like, this is how I key, especially coming from the Instagram community. A lot of the girls, they will really rip you hoes to shreds, no shade. And so me personally, I try to keep it lighthearted. I try to keep it on a key. And so even with the things that I said about you, like Erica and that bang, I thought we was all gonna laugh. Like, we can all see how thick it is. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a kiki amongst sisters. Anything that I said about Andy, I was like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't care if anyone personally said any of that shit to me, like slouchy wig. Okay, like, get the lick back. It's how I
They
was
don't play
raised.
on the Instagram community at They've
At
said
all,
I
way
can see.
worse,
I
at
can
girl.
all. They
see
do
people saying
not.
Girl,
Them
weird
girls
I
visit
Bro,
that
will
they
not.
bro, they
I'll
get
baggy.
bro, they get racist over like boobs,
They
and nobody even
do.
look.
Yeah,
They get racist,
Racist,
and nobody looks
transphobic,
that's
anywhere. They don't
crazy.
even.
homophobic,
They
they
don't
will
even
take you
glance at
there.
them. They don't
Oh,
play.
can I
Alrighty,
piggyback
House
on
Wait,
that,
guest.
bitch,
Richie?
I wasn't done with my statement. Not too
Okay,
much.
well, we do have a show to run, so let's keep it going.
Okay, now,
Ooh,
thank you. Anyways, back to the statement that I was making. As for all of the other parts, I can understand your frustration in a lot of it, Indy, but I think where you lost me a lot of the time was specifically when you were like, oh, she's a bully, she's a blah, 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 especially because a lot of what was happening was between Erica and I was actively not trying to have a conversation with you because I had none of the beef with you. All the bitches that you had beef with on the other couch, and that was Antonio and them. And so my beef was with Erica, so I'm talking to Erica, and you kept trying to insert yourself in that. Even if you look back at it, when you kept trying to antagonize me in the room, especially like on the vote out of you, it was very like, I'm sitting here telling you, leave me the hell alone. You don't want what's about to come next. Leave me the hell alone. And you're still pushing it because for you, it felt a lot more intense than it was. Kiki moved on. Even when I left the room, when we had that, when you came in there and you cussed Latea out, bitch, I left because I have nothing to say about that. And it felt like it was getting to a place of negativity. And that's where you lost me because it, like you said, it wasn't about game anymore. And anything that I did say, I did talk about your game. I did say a lot of jokes about your game, but I did say a little kiki here and there about other things. And if you felt hurt by that, I am sorry. But with that being said, I just found that very distasteful, especially because if anyone spoke on anyone's character first, you spoke on mine. I never said anything about who you were outside of the game. I never said anything about the way that you carry yourself or any of that stuff as pertaining to you as a person. And that is not something that you returned to me. I did not get that courtesy. And I had to fight you and Erica at the same damn time. So who was really the fucking victim here, America? Like, yeah.
Well,
Please. I have one
I
more
do,
thing, please, please, just a tiny little thing,
Very
please.
quickly, and then you
girl,
got to
Very
move
quick.
on.
Okay.
girl.
It's also like it made me like Loki hearing that. It
I love
honestly like
Molly.
not to like bring it to like a race thing, but it was like,
Hmm.
why are you calling a black woman a bully when you're keeping that same energy? That is also like you were also cussing out Latea, and then that
Same
Heather
shit
thing
with
came
Mad
around,
Ass.
and it was that Heather thing came around, and you were like, I think everyone deserves second chances after she got exposed for saying the N-word. And I was like, but who are you to give second chances? That was my issue with you. It just, I really like you seem fun, but like that was the only thing that was a constant, like, I saw you this. It was always you beefing with like a black woman. And that's what like that was an
Awkward.
issue for me. And I just had to put that out there.
I need to respond to this, Rich. I know we need to move on, but I need to respond. So,
True, Molly.
so, Clover, one, I do accept your apology, and two, I apologize for taking it too seriously and throwing it back like I did. And I hope we can have a conversation like one on one after this.
We
So that
can.
we,
Like, we never let it
um,
be.
when it
Hmm.
comes to going down, it has nothing to do with race for anybody. And it always do with like this personal like issues I had with people. I had an issue with Latea because Latea was the one who misconstrued our text together and went and told Lily that I was trying to get her out. It has nothing to do with anything to do with race or anything like that.
It was
But with
Erica. It wasn't you though. It was Erica that I said that
Latea
to.
didn't even
You,
tell
yeah, and then you
Latea.
Okay.
insert yourself again, so it's like,
Right.
and I did
Look
apologize
it.
for that for Erica. I did, but it was
And
towards Erica.
Indy, Latea didn't even tell me that you were trying to get me out. It was Jake.
See, so like I don't know how to
So
but
that's
but let's
just
y'all
but
said that it was a tape. Y'all, I only went off of based on what I could read, what people told me. It has absolutely nothing to do with the race
At
at
this
all.
point, I'm
It
just
has to do with
drinking. Ooh.
which I'm fine with.
the whole thing with Heather. Now, I'll tell you right now. If you watch my video about it, I said, listen, like I don't know what was said. I didn't hear anything, and I said it's not my place to forgive or all that. I was talking to her one on one. I was like, listen, girl, like I was like,
I'm
did you
about
say
to
these
switch
things?
to
And she was
tequila.
like, absolutely no. And I'm like, girl, like I don't know if you said anything or not. I like obviously it's real fucked up if you did. And I'm not the one to be forgiving you. I'm not the one to be condemning you.
Like
I
six
like
eight.
that's not for me to give. Like that
Oh
girl,
my
if she has been
God.
exposed out here being a racist, or fuck that bitch.
Hi,
Fuck that bitch.
Ricky.
Okay. All right. Thank you, house guest. Alrighty. So,
I also do have to go. I'm so sorry.
all right. Bye, Indy. It was great
I
seeing
love you
you.
guys. Text me.
Oh,
Love you guys.
bye.
Thanks,
Goodbye.
Fast.
Bye,
Alrighty.
everyone.
House guest,
You
I
said
do want to get
reunion.
into the
I'm the
next
king. I'm
segment.
sorry.
This feels like a speed run.
Alrighty, house.
Ways.
Alrighty. Anywho, so the next topic I do want to get into because this was a very big thing that happened during the season was the attempt to backdoor Clover in week 4 and week 5, and then that did lead to some mess with
We could talk about
Antonio
that.
involved, and a lot of people were involved in this. Clover, I do want to turn to you first. What were your thoughts when you realized that they were trying to backdoor you?
Ooh.
Bitches are trying to pull the patch right now. But in my head, I'm always like, bitches think they're bigger than the program, but I'm always the program. So let's be serious at a point.
Ooh.
And I knew that I was gonna stay, but I was like, damn, like it just really hurt my feelings. And I was like, bitches that I low key was like, okay, like I got the back in this game, like Rob. It was really ridiculous that that happened. But then it just kind of made me realize I'm not. Never mind. Continue. I'm about
During
to
the
sip on my water.
strategizing period, I noticed that you were just like kind of over it and upset, like maybe almost had a crash out. Like, what was going through your head when all that happened? Like, were you just done? Were you pissed? Like, what was going on?
I was so angry in that moment. I was so irritated. I think I said it on the live stream, and I did after that live stream go look at them comments. So fuck the viewers, especially a bitch named Chantelli. Anyways,
Oh, he's actually on prod right now.
I know, I saw her name. Anyways, back to what was happening. I was just like a little annoyed, like not a little. I was very, very pissed off because I was like, these are just trying to play and they think I don't know, which is what's making me more mad. Like, I'm not about to go kiss nobody ass. Like, y'all either want me here, or you don't. Like, I've shown you guys if I can be an asset or a detriment to your game already. So you got to make the choice for you. Yeah, I did not like that. Like that had me so mad, so heated in that moment. And bitch, fuck a bitch named Antonio.
I'm
And
dead. Not
Dax.
Antonio.
All
Wait,
right,
Clover, wait.
Antonio
That's
and
what.
Dex, what are your thoughts on all this?
Fuck them
Honestly,
hoes.
honestly, when because me and Tony was definitely in a room on the or one of those rooms in the motherfucking Discord. We was talking about. I said, you know what? Let's or Clover. I was like, you know what? Let's do this shit. Let's like Antonio was like that my guy. Like, because I know that nigga ain't scared to make a move. So I'm like, let's do it. Like, let's shake shit up. So I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. And I didn't think the votes were gonna beat it to begin with. Then the moment she touched the block in the house vote, I was like,
That was
oh,
that
can
wasn't
we
my
do
best friend
it?
that night. That was the devil.
Right,
Right?
bitch.
Like,
Fuck
can we
her,
do?
fuck
Like,
all
hold
you
on, can we
bitches.
do
Fuck
it? Like,
every bitch who
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
can we do it? But then
Dex, your
she
background.
no, because
Antonio, do you
no,
think
because
the
this is how
whole
I felt
backdoor
a
in
lot of the
Clover, do
time.
you think that
That was
led
the
to your
devil.
that
eviction,
will be
or
that night.
What, Richie?
do you think the whole thing with almost getting Clover backdoor, do you think that led to your eviction in week 5, or?
Yes. Oh.
Yes, but
No,
yes, but not for the same reasons that everyone might think. I don't think. I mean, I could be wrong because I'm the one that went out that week or the week after, or whatever. But I think not voting to evict Clover is not why I went home. No shade, because and I'm gonna wake it up. And
you
oh,
did back out of it though. No
Richie,
shade.
Richie,
You
no,
did back
yeah,
out of it.
Richie, I am glad you brought it up because I've been dying to talk about it.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
what led to my eviction pertaining to Clover is because I went straight to her. I was like, look, girl, like me and Dex had this plan. This happened. I did not vote to evict you. No worries, queen, right? I knew either way, whether or not I voted for Clover or not, Jake was going home. No shade. Because I was the like I flipped over. And if I would have voted for Clover, it would have been 6-6. And on that HOH, the tie would have been broken in Clover's favor regardless. No shade. Let's pick that up.
Well,
So I knew
I'll
either
let you
Wait.
speak. I'll let you
I
speak because
yeah,
no, because Antonio, I feel like what it was is that you lie on top of that, on top of you not voting for Clover, you then proceed to lie about your
Yes.
vote.
yes,
That's
Yes.
what it was. You lied about your vote.
yes,
Had you done it, I could be like, okay, fine, we tried it, it didn't work. I could still have some trust in you, but nigga, you lied about your vote
I
on top
did.
of it. So
And
Over
why
and
would you do
over and
that?
over again.
No, like,
and did
please.
because this is
That was the
Big
issue.
Brother.
That was my main issue with you lied about your vote.
Okay.
Okay, period.
I was
And
gonna say, I think the reason that sorry, Antonio, but I think the reason that Antonio literally went home, and it's no shade to him, but it's because, like I had said all season long, Antonio is always the mess of the
here we
house,
go. Here we
and
go.
it
This is
literally
next.
showed
Next.
all the time, but specifically in that moment when he started it, spearheaded that move to vote me out, and then flipped on the bitches he started it to. It just made it highlighted
Yeah, it
just
pissed
how
me off.
sloppy of a player he low-key was. And I
Period.
told him this to his face. He
Yeah.
kind of was a hot ass mess. And
Yeah.
everyone got to see it in that week.
Yeah.
So
And let's and see, let's wake up that because me and Dex had started the plan, obviously, right?
right.
I think it was the week that I think the week that Indy went home. I don't even
Mhm.
know. It was one of the weeks where like at some point in time, Clover is good as fuck. She needs to go. It wasn't going to work out that week.
Me.
Then I had a I had a conversation with Ben about wanting to
Of
take
course,
out.
that's always been.
Yes, blame
But
Ben.
continue.
So
Blame Ben.
I'm not
Blame
blaming
Ben.
Ben. I'm saying I'm having a conversation with Ben. Like I kind of want to make a move on Clover. What do you think? And Rob, we had this little like argument like on my eviction. So let's clear up now. I was told that if I wanted Clover out, Rob was my guy. So I said, okay, period. I went to Rob. We had a conversation about it. Rob was like, yeah, I'm down. I was like, okay, boots, work. So I was fully like going into that night, I was like, Clover is going home. No shade. Like that entire time. Even up until the House vote. And this is the one thing that I wanted to bring up at this fucking reunion because Aspen, now I'm on your ass, okay? We were in that breakout.
Okay,
I think it was Matt, me, HQ, and Aspen, okay? HQ had said, I'm not going to say Clover's name. I said, work. Like, no worries. You can say my name. Aspen heard that. Matt heard that too, okay? Now, I obviously did not tell HQ that I was personally going to say her name because I'm not going to say that in front of Matt and Aspen who were in the room. I ended up going first. I said HQ's name. The person who threw out HQ's name to the entire house, and by that time it was top 14. So there's 10 people in one room and 4 people in one, which is the one that I was in. Someone else in the 10-person room said, let's put up HQ and not Clover so we can guarantee that Jake goes home. I had nothing to do with the plan of HQ going up. In 2 out of the 5 goodbye messages I got, it was we sent you home because you were a part of the plan to get HQ out. Now, Aspen, I'm gonna go to you. You made a final 2 with me week 1.
Ooh,
And then all of a sudden,
not my business.
What I told
When
you.
Aspen said that one time, you were just stupid enough to believe her. Let me stop.
First of all, didn't believe shit that came out of Aspen's mouth, no shade. What
Clock
I did
it.
tell Aspen is
Agree.
I said there might be a plan to get out Clover. I'm not 100% sure, but I wanted to let you know. Did I say that to you, Aspen? Yes. I said the same thing to Erica. Hey, girl, like there might be a plan to get out Clover.
You didn't say maybe. You said it was like
I said
thing.
I said there is a plan to get out Clover, and there was a thing to get out Clover.
So who said maybe?
So we get to the eviction. Okay, when I realized, oh shit, Clover's actually on the block. This actually might work. When we got into that vote, I said the House vote was up for Clover. It was Jake. I knew that Ben wanted Jake gone. I knew at the end of the day, from what I just heard in the 10-person room, HQ was going to go on that block. So I said, no one's going to actually vote Clover out. So I voted to evict Jake, which ended up making Jake go. Then Dex, to address you, why I lied about my vote. Well, I don't really know about you, Matt. This is for you. You all knew damn well if I would have said, no, I voted for Jake instead, either way, it still would have been y'all coming after me. Whether or not
I never would have came after you.
I'm not
Probably
saying
wouldn't have came as hard
I
as I
think we're
did.
splitting
I'm not saying
hairs.
you.
Like Antonio's just untrustworthy. He trying to defend it. We know
Clover,
you're untrustworthy,
Clover, let's
sister.
not, okay?
Like,
Clover.
tell the
I wanna
truth.
I wanna
Let's
speak
not
on
I
tell
am
the
telling
truth.
the
that's when my
truth.
hand is
I'm
raised.
just
I would like to
saying
All
you're
right, House guest.
untrustworthy.
Matt wants
Like,
to talk. He was
No.
first. Then it was
I
HQ.
raised
Then
my
it was
hand
Rob.
before Matt.
no,
I didn't know.
HQ, right?
No, you
Team
didn't,
HQ.
I did not know it was
Matt, go ahead and
Antonio
mute back,
night.
boo.
All
Go
right.
ahead, HQ
It's not.
Queen.
All right. So
Thank
the
you.
reason why
I'm not gonna take long.
the reason why I raised my hand, I can add
Go
some
ahead.
kind of like
Never mind.
clarity in regards to the backdoor to Clover as well as the vote out for Antonio, mainly because I was definitely one of the main people pushing that shit. So
Yes, you were.
Clover, honestly, I just wanted to address this. I said if I call you on a call again, I was going to address this. I do want to apologize for the way that I carried myself in the one-on-one we had. I definitely could have carried myself a little better. I was like a little burned that you didn't go. But I promise you it was 100% game, mainly because I knew you and Jordan were really close and starting to get close. And I feel like I was losing Jordan. So the very first alliance that I had in the game was the Authority. So that was me, Jordan, Rob, and Ben. So those were like the main people I was really working with. And then that extended into the Power of Six, which Jordan wasn't a part of. And it was me, Rob, Ben, Latea, Riley, and Makai. So that became my second priority alliance. So the main thing for me, Clover, you and I weren't really talking, even though I really liked you and I knew you were a smart player. That's why I was trying to get close to you. I felt like personally people were well connected with you, and you were working with people that were literally people in my alliances. So I had to do what I had to do to make sure. You know what I'm saying? I had to do what I had to do to make sure that like you were out. so
Right.
that the power would come back into the alliance and the trust would be there, mainly for the 4 guys that I was working with.
Fair
So
enough.
I'm not gonna lie, that night when you were the back door, I was throwing your name out to damn near everybody, even the people outside of the alliance.
Just
I'm
like
gonna own that.
Antonio, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that plan ended up falling through, but it was okay because it revealed a lot of cards. Me and Rob were literally discussing it that night, one-on-one. It was like, you know what? It may not have happened, but we definitely have a better picture of what's going on in the game. Then
Right.
here comes the following night when it was Antonio. I already knew Antonio was in damn near everybody's cookie jar. All the information was running through him. There was no doubt about that.
Because he was a mess, right?
And
Thank you.
when I was throwing Antonio's name out in specifically the Power 6 Alliance, there was a lot of pushback. So I already knew people were like cool with him, especially Ben. That one surprised me a lot. I was like, damn, Ben's close to Antonio.
Oh,
What's
did
happening
it? Oh,
here?
you funny.
Yeah, no,
Did you not see him in the
surprised
hammock
me.
every night?
Literally.
Right.
So it was those minor things that
That's
I
his other
fucking in there.
showmance.
So Antonio,
Right.
I was pushing your name out, and I was the main one that was telling everybody that you're a snake. Like you're basically
He
like getting all
is.
the information, you're giving it to everybody. So I definitely was the one pushing your name out there too. I just wanted to add that clarity. That's
I
basically
did
what
the
happened.
same.
Those 2
Not
nights.
the other showman.
Alrighty, HQ, what do you have to say?
So, and I'm gonna be upfront with this. The week that we're talking about, and they were talking about Clover, Antonio already said it. I did not want to say Clover's name. I actually was gonna throw my vote and say Aspen's name, just because I knew nobody else was gonna vote for Aspen. I was that's right. Listen. I'm keeping it real.
Real ass bitch, right?
Yeah.
From the
And
Bronx.
then Antonio comes into the room as like he pretended to like the savior he was. Oh no, it's okay. Say my name, knowing that then it would go back and be like, yo, no, HQ. Everybody's gonna say HQ's name. So I was completely flabbergasted.
I thought you were a part of that.
The
And
fact
then
that
I come to
Yes,
HQ
HQ.
what happened.
Yes,
And then I
girl.
come
You
to
better
HQ
wake
what
Yeah, I thought you were
up.
part of that
You
too.
better wake it up, girl. You better
I
crack
was not a
Antonio
part of
nice
that.
and
I did not
bad.
know about that.
That's why I went to her and I talked to her right
Yes,
after.
and that
I was
was
like,
why
what?
I said, okay, well, I cannot trust. I felt like I couldn't trust Antonio as much as I love Antonio. I felt like I couldn't trust you. Not to mention,
Yeah,
like Matt said, you had your hands in all of the cookie jars.
I wouldn't say all. I wasn't working with Erica.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Well, he did.
wasn't
He
working
had
with
his
you
hands
guys.
in every
Okay,
You
fucking
did
game.
put the.
Don't know
It
why
was
he
damn near
lying.
everybody.
Don't know why he
hold
lying.
That's why I
hold on,
voted the
hold
way
on,
that I voted.
Girl,
Oh, everybody
Hold
if
jumped
I
in.
wanted to hear
Everybody
bullshit, I would
jumped
go
in.
sit on the
Bitch and beat the
toilet. Girl,
fuck
shut
out
the
of him.
hell
Hold
up.
on,
Like,
hold the fuck up.
Antonio,
Hold the fuck up.
girl,
Hold
nobody
the actual fuck
care.
up. Hold the actual fuck up.
No
Hold the fuck up. You bitches in this call are not allowed to get up in here and be mad as hell that someone had 8,000 alliances when no shade. Dex was in everyone's business. Matt's in everyone's
It
business.
wasn't though. I
And
really wasn't
who
though. To
else
be
was
honest,
there
it
with
wasn't.
We were
them?
mad.
Antonio.
Like, this is
Yeah, absolutely right. I own
That's
it.
no secret.
I don't want
Antonio,
to
you
hear
played a
that. I
mess.
That's
don't
how I
care.
feel, and
Like,
I'm
we
just
not about
expressing
to
why I
gaslight
voted
his
the
way
way
out
that
of
I
that.
I'm trying to be
I'm
He
not
was the
saying
classy
mess.
that.
and
Whoa, whoa,
raise
whoa,
my
whoa.
hand up. So
I'm not.
I'ma
I'm not
just
saying that.
raise
He
my
was the
hand up so
mess.
I can actually speak, please.
Go ahead, Erica Boo.
Go ahead, Erica.
So the reason why we're saying your hand was in everybody's cookie jar, right? Is because no matter how you sliced it or diced it, you were spreading information everywhere.
It
You
was.
did talk to me about Clover.
Yes.
Apparently, you was in 2 or 3 different alliances. I didn't
Yes.
even know that at that point you were really talking to Dex. So from
Six.
Oh,
anybody's
me and Antonio was
standpoint,
talking,
you
babes.
Yeah.
Talking.
right, like I didn't know you was talking to a lot of people. To be honest,
Yeah.
I
it was
did.
very quiet with me up until the
It
whole
Hey,
did.
Clover thing.
and
And I felt
then.
like you told me about the Clover situation because at that point I did say that I kind of wanted Clover out. So I figured that's the only
Bow.
reason why you came to me about it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have known shit.
Clark
Let's
Kent.
be for real.
First of all,
Clark Kent.
again, I'm not mad that y'all are saying I have my hands in everyone's cookie pot. That's not the issue.
Right,
The issue is,
Jordan, right.
the issue is y'all are sitting up in here as if like that's like this awful, horrible thing that no one's ever
It's
seen.
not.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
It's not. It was your strategy, and it just
what
fucked
my
you
It's
over.
because you lied about it.
I did. First of all,
Y'all better
Molly,
gag
let's
him.
not talk second boot. Let me finish. What
No.
I was
Oh,
saying
God, give me
He
a
a
second.
nasty. He a
What
I
preacher
need
still.
my
I was
Don't
emotional
hit
saying
me.
is,
support.
Don't hit me.
I know that I had my hand everywhere. I'm not denying
Don't
that. What
hit
I'm
me.
saying is, so did half of this damn cast. I'm
Not the
not
same
saying
way
I,
that you did.
I'm not saying
I
I
have
wasn't
shooters.
messy. I'm not saying I wasn't messy. I'm not like that's not like I'm not denying any of that. What I'm
That's
saying is pertaining to the Clover vote specifically, why I spoke to Aspen and Erica is because no shade, other than like Matt's like half of the house, like Matt's side of the house, usually the only two that I knew that did not know of the plan. So I went and told you two of the plan, and
the
that's why
plan
I
you
find it,
made.
and that's why I
Can
that's
I
why I
ask some?
find it. Yes, the plan that I made. I've said that 17 times. Why
I'm
is there?
just
Can I ask a
confused. Like,
question?
why?
Look
I
at
just
this
feel no
attitude.
shade, no shade, no shade. I just feel like you're talking in circles. We have already addressed that you messy. Everyone has acknowledged
Yes,
that you're messy. So what are we talking about?
that's what
We
I'm trying to
already
figure out.
Messy.
know. You the
At
one
this
trying to
point,
bend the truth. We know
I
you were
love
messy.
in
You were in
HQ
everybody cookie
switching
jar.
sweaters.
Like,
I
why
love
are we continuing
this.
this conversation? Bitch, we know, Antonio. It's no shade, sister. I love you, and you know that.
I'm
Girl,
Can
what
we
you
I'm
go
were a
to the
mess.
next
The
case,
girls are calling
please?
you out for being a mess, which you indeed were. You and Dex, no shade
saying,
to Dex. Dex won't as bad as you. Everybody saw it. That's why your ass got the boot. That's what everyone's saying.
period.
No shade. Now, can we move the hell on? Thank
Yes, we can. Okay. So, with that being said, before I know Rob had his hand raised, and then I do want to get into the next topic.
I'm good. Move on.
You sure? Okay. Alrighty. This is
Richard,
the
you know we
last.
could go all night, bitch. Go
Yeah,
ahead, keep
no.
going.
And I got a time limit, so we are going to get this thing fucking going. Anywho, so the last topic I do want to get into from the pre-jury phase, and not a fun topic I really want to talk about, but I feel like it needs to be talked about, was the walking of Clover. I just want to start off by saying, Clover, we did talk about this in the interview. I just do want to once again apologize for that. You know, at the end of the day, when Prod and I did review of the tapes and whatnot, at the end of the day, I think a lot of people were not doing it correctly, you know, and I do think that you were targeted in a lot of ways. I will admit and whatnot, I did not like the whole exchange between you and Kate and whatnot. You know, I'm gonna defend Kate at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, I did defend you too. You know, I don't think that situation was handled the most correct. And, you know, like you said, like you can't ring a bell, but we are going to talk about the bell, but just want to know that, you know, this is just going to be a learning lesson moving forward. And, you know, and that's it. And I'm here, welcome to hearing your piece, and I have no issue with you.
I think I've said this several times. I have no issue with you either. Um,
Thank
as
you.
for this entire thing, I just think that it was a trend of multiple different things. Like as we saw, that happened, and then later down the road, the whole rigged lip sync Lollapalooza bullshit happened. So it's like even there, it proves the point of it consistently happening. I think I told Lily this. I think I've told Antonio this. I've told Riley this. Had I not quit when I did, if I made it to that lip sync, I damn sure would have quit there because again, the rig aspect of that was the fact that Indy was there, and I also have beef with the mirrorless. So for me, it would have been a lose-lose no matter what.
I didn't know that about you and Marilyn.
Fuck a bitch named Mirrorless. Anyways, and back to the whole point at hand, it's just like it gets to a point where it's like consistently there were always problems with hosting and stuff like that. And I think that it just made it very unenjoyable, specifically for me. There's no beef. Granted, no shade. Matt brought this up and I did want to touch on it. He says that it was not personal, but let's not forget when he was cheering and pumping them fists when I quit. The whole point is like, you could say that, but it's like, in that moment, you made it very personal for me throughout the game. The way that you came, it wasn't oh, it's about game. This is
It
about
was about
game.
game. It was 100% about game.
So, did I finish the damn statement I was making?
I'm just saying.
No. Okay, deodorant stains. Back to what I was saying. The point that I was actively trying to make is that even you could say that it was not personal, it was just like it was literally just game, but your actions did not show that. Even in the conversation that we had in that room, you literally said to my face, the real reason that I'm targeting you is because I didn't like the way that you spoke to Indy and blah 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 blah. And if that's the case, that's the case. But if you're saying it's not personal, it's game, but you're actively showing repeatedly that it was indeed personal with me, then like I said, your words don't match your
I definitely didn't
actions,
say that's
which
why I targeted you. I definitely
Well,
did.
that is indeed why you indeed said, like you did say
I
that.
didn't
No
argue
shade,
that.
like no shade, no shade, no shade to you.
You had good
No
footing in the
shade to
game.
you.
You were a
No
threat.
shade to you, sister boy. No shade to you. But that is what you said. You said that was one of the other reasons. Like you said several other things. The story kept changing. It was, well, I know that you're a big threat. Oh, and we just don't talk.
Listen, I've been
And
playing
then
these
it
games. I've
changed
been
to,
playing these
well,
games
I
for
just
eight
didn't like the way
years.
that you
So I
talk to
definitely
Indy.
I
Like if we're
definitely
playing
only
the
make
game,
game
then we're
moves.
playing the game.
I
But I
definitely
just feel
don't
like that you
I don't
got
make
personal. I
personal
don't like
decisions.
personal. Okay, so if it was that, if it was that you don't like personal, then let it be that it just you don't like personal. That means that from a personal standpoint of yours, you don't like how I personally play the game, meaning that on a personal level, you do not like how I played personally. It
That's
was
kind of a
not a game
stretch.
move. That's what I'm saying. It's not a stretch. You
It's
sat
kind
there,
of a
said you
stretch.
didn't like the way that I would talk to Indy, and so you targeted me therefore because of that. Meaning that you don't like the way that I carried myself, which are the words that you were saying. You didn't like the way that I carried myself, so then you decided to target me because you did not like the way that I carried
And I did
myself, which is
apologize
the
for carrying
exact same
myself
thing
like
as
that as
saying
well,
that you are making a personal move. All I'm saying is that your actions don't match your words, which is also something that several other people have pointed out throughout your game, throughout this entire season. It's no shade. I'm not sitting here trying to attack you. I'm not trying to
Well, who
critique your
pointed it out?
character in
I mean, we're
any
all here in the
way, shape,
reunion.
or
Let's really talk about
form.
it. We're
But
here.
real shit, it feels like you don't know what the fuck you meant by it or what you were trying to do. And so now you're trying to get me to not know what I already understood. It was personal. It should have just said that. You should have just said that. And that
It wasn't.
also
I don't
contributed
know you,
to.
Clover. I don't know you on a personal level to even take things personally with you.
So then
It
why'd
was
you
all
say that?
game.
So then why'd you say that? If it
Because you
wasn't on a
said a
person, like I
lot.
said, so if it wasn't on a personal level,
What was that,
then
Jordan?
why say that?
You say a lot and you blow up people what they want to hear.
Antonia, stop being mad on mute, girl. Shut up. Nobody talking to you right now. It's not
Now,
about you.
Jordan.
It's not
We're talking
about you
about
or that
Matt
Burger King crown.
Clover.
Back to the
Don't
point.
lie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, sister. The whole point. I'm sorry. I just read it for no reason. Sorry, sister. But back to what I was saying, Matt. I just think that you're kind of an asshole for doing that simply because you're sitting here claiming that you're one thing, but you've shown with your actions all season long that you're not. And I think that, again, even like, and this
Listen,
is
we're playing the game at the end of the day. I don't play
like,
emotionally. Sometimes
right.
I may do something that you may take personally, and I'm sorry that it's like that. I really am. But I play
I
the
think
game.
I
I've been
think
playing for 8
I
years.
think I may
Like
have called
You
I
keep
I'm
think I
saying
may
you've
have
been
100% on
called
playing
the
for
same side
Indy
with stuff
years,
like
but you
that.
delusional,
sit at
but I
first
think
very
it's
much.
I thought
you.
you played emotionally
You
then.
I
did.
didn't play
Like that's what
emotional.
I'm
I didn't. I played pretty damn like logical and
right. Oh
practical.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah. The
very
stutter, the
logical.
Said
stutter
that you
Can
played
definitely
with
I
helped,
give
but you're
my
telling
emotions
the
because
input,
truth
the
right
please?
now.
emotions got to you.
As a person who knows Matt personally, can I
Thank you.
give my input, please? Input,
Okay,
please?
she about to tell some lot. Oops, sorry,
No,
Right.
girl.
I'm
I'm
not.
not on
No
mute. I'm
shade.
Clover,
not on
No,
mute.
Clover,
I'm not
Clover,
on
no
mute for
shade. No
that,
shade.
Clover.
sister.
No
Go ahead. Go
lemonade.
ahead. Go ahead.
So personally, I have played
Go.
with Matt before,
Hmm.
and we have played Big Brother Fresh Meat together. This is
Right.
how I personally know him.
Fresh.
This is how I personally know his
Aw.
game, and I have watched him play before.
All
So,
connections, like
That
damn.
shut up, bitch. Fresh.
but
That was so
I
That,
will
rude.
that was
say
crazy.
this. He played a lot more strategically than he played in Big Brother Fresh Meat. And the reason why I say that was because any motherfucking time that Matt could have blown up on Big Brother Fresh Meat, he fucking did.
But that
This
was not
time,
this.
he did kind of keep his cool. Now,
Woo!
I don't know about
We done
Clock it,
left
everybody's
Jordan.
other I don't know about everybody's
reality,
other aspect in the
Matt.
game, but I will say
Reality,
this. I felt like
Girl.
he
Matt.
probably,
The,
huh?
I can I raise my hand?
Go ahead, Jordan, because I'm a
I
whack 'em
wasn't
right when
done
you done,
making my
sister.
Yeah,
point.
Erica wasn't done.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Now,
Telling
I will say
Jordan's
this
next.
from the standpoint of I know how Matt gets when one of his targets are gone. He does get motherfucking excited. I will say that. So when he felt that you quit, I felt like it probably was that. Not sitting here trying to defend it because I was even
that's not
like,
the point, sister.
goddamn.
It's no
But
shade.
He's
It's
like,
no
he's like,
we
he's
you
like
don't missed you
35
missed the
jumping up
point.
and
He missed
down.
the point. Jordan, say your piece because I'm gonna get it back. Go ahead.
I
He's
mean,
like
I
35 jumping up and down because the girl
my piece
left.
is against Matt. I don't know if that's on topic right now.
It
So
is. It's one of the things I know that you wanted to
okay.
speak to.
Let's
The
get it,
the
Jordan.
biggest thing I have to say, Matt, is you were for the people who were playing your game. The
Yeah.
time anyone would play against what you wanted, you tried to shove so much crap up my butt that I was like, I had to agree with you, even on that point
I
where
failed.
it did fail because I saw right through it. Like,
So how did it feel?
the reason
You
why
said, how
the
did it
game,
feel?
the reason why the game,
Probably a little stimulating, but
the minute
continue.
Right, but moving
I
on.
just
Damn.
Gordon liked it.
the minute you
Matt
tried
fisting
to tell me
queen.
what to do with my game, the minute I checked you off. And I think you knew
Oops.
that from the beginning. You claimed that I knew you were working against me. I knew people were telling me that you were saying I was the shadiest player. Don't
I
trust
never said
me.
you were the
Mind
shadiest
you, it
player.
was
That
him.
He
wasn't
never
until
told me
after.
that.
Let's scroll
Wasn't until
back.
I
after
can
the
vouch.
Clover
He
No,
never
Matt,
thing.
Matt,
told
Matt,
me
Matt,
that.
Matt, no,
I've never said that
let's
to other
scroll
people until
back.
after the
I
Clover
heard you
thing.
say that, Matt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
after the Clover
it's
situation, when
because
you
the
got to show
reason
your
why you
cards.
said that, Matt, was because I was playing the same game that you were playing, but I was doing better in
Woo!
this.
I wouldn't say you were
Clock
doing
it,
better. I wouldn't
You
say you were
better
doing better,
whack
bro. Because you
him.
definitely lucked
You
out on a lot
better
of things that
whack
you shouldn't have
him.
fucking lucked out in. I'm gonna be real honest with
What do
you
you
right now.
mean? The luck that was I mean I can, but I would have figured it out and I would have won competitions when I needed to, which I did, minus that one HOH, Matt. Respect with you as a person, but like when it comes to the game,
No.
you and I were playing the same one, and I just feel like I
Yeah.
outplayed you this game, and you.
You definitely didn't outplay me, bro.
Okay, wait.
You got
Yeah,
an
he-
advantage. You got an
You
advantage in the
versus
game
me.
when you shouldn't have. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Wait. Let me just say this. It's no shade. Like Matt sitting there with that stupid, goofy grin on his face yet again. But let's never forget when he was sitting in there. Y'all better be glad y'all voted me out because I would have won.
Hell yeah.
Nobody thought that.
No
Nobody
one.
thought you were going to
Nobody.
win.
Hey, listen, I'm
Literally
confident in my
well,
game.
I'm not gonna speak
There's
for
nothing wrong
anybody
with being
else.
confident in
No
your game. We're
shade,
here to play
Matt.
to
I
win.
think in your
Speak
head
Clover, no
you wanted to
shade.
be this mastermind. You thought you were the it guy. And like I said to you in that moment, bitch, you couldn't even get your target gone. Even when you were trying, even when you were the most
I wasn't
connected
the
that
only
you
one
were
trying.
in the
Just
game.
for clarity,
Like
we
I
already
said,
But you
discussed.
made
okay,
it seem
so
like you were
that
the
to
only
the
one. This
point,
is yeah.
all of y'all
Oh,
couldn't
were
get
you
your
trying or were you
all of
not
y'all couldn't
trying?
get me going. So the point
There
still
was multiple
remains,
people
Matt.
part of it.
You were not running a goddamn motherfuck
I don't
thing.
think I was
And
running the
at
game.
the
If
end of
I
the day,
quote
I
I
you, if
think
wasn't
I
even
in
trying to
quote
run
your
it.
you,
head,
I'm gonna be
you
real
I
honest.
wanted
believe
to
you
be
said you
big
were.
dog,
if
and
I can
nobody saw
quote
you
you,
as that.
Clover, I don't mean to interrupt you, but if
Go
I can
ahead, go
quote
ahead. You
you,
got it.
Matt,
You got it.
you said to me in a breakout room, my best interest should be your best interest. And at that point, I was like,
You gotta do what you gotta do in the game. I'm
I
sorry. That's
understand
just the
that,
way I
but you're
play.
giving
I'm
me,
very
you're
direct.
calling me,
I'm very
yeah, but
cutthroat. That's how I
Matt,
play, bro.
you're
I
calling
never,
me against
hey,
everything
listen, I
that
never
you're
labeled
doing.
myself as a hero in this game.
I'm
You know
not
what I'm
saying you're the
saying?
hero. You're saying you're calling me out for things that you also did that I did better is what's happening.
I don't think you did it better.
Next
You
child, no
think
Because
that?
because
shade.
you were
You
gone,
just
bro.
admitted that
The
you
double
played
Trying to
victory,
argue.
you
worse.
were
I'm trying to
gone.
argue
I'm
too.
telling you
Right.
right
He's
now.
not
I need
a
Like you
something to
lucked
argue
out.
player. Like
about.
I don't know why he thought he was. It's no shade. We just got. It's like what I said to Antonia. We got to be real at a point. No, you thought you were the biggest. You thought you was
I
big
didn't.
dog, and
I didn't.
nobody saw
You
Yes,
you
you
did.
like
If
did.
that, and it
anything,
was
if
so
anything, I'm gonna be honest with
funny.
you. The
You
top
went
three players in this game.
home
No, listen.
so
It doesn't
I'm gonna
quick.
matter
be
with the
honest with you.
top three. The fact
The
that you
top
were
three
the
players
No
in
first
this
jury
game
shade
that
member,
would
to
have
and
won no
you.
that's
matter
it.
what if they
Doesn't
made it to
matter
the
who the
end
top three
were
were.
No
definitely Rob,
shade.
Riley, and Ben. I'm gonna be honest
But
with
your
you.
Me?
name,
Those are
but
the
but
top three
you're
Wait.
players. I'm
Thank
gonna be real honest
you.
with you.
O'Reilly
Yeah,
got
As long as
pre-judged
Riley,
it
you
and
could
you
have
didn't
won
said
this
come
that.
game.
out
I'm
of
next.
Riley,
there,
you
you
would have
went
Anyways,
definitely
a
won this game.
I
I'll
motherfucking
know
give you
I
that.
would have. I
touchdown.
know I
Yeah,
she
would have.
wouldn't
And
I
that's
have.
why
never
you
thought
wanted
of
me
it.
He
out,
bowed down
Clover.
there with
I
fucking
never
head
thought I was
She
the
bent.
would.
top
No, she
dog.
wouldn't
I
have.
never
But
thought I
let's
was the
move
I'd
top
on.
dog. I never
outsaid
thought I was
you
gonna
were
win
the
the
Of
win
that.
over the
favorite,
next
and
Next
you
top
were
topic,
50
not.
out of
please.
the
You're
game.
rock.
Okay, as much as I would love to keep talking about this, it is time to move on. Okay, thank you. Makai, hand on, we will get to you shortly. Thank you. Okay, so with that being said, alrighty, whew. Alrighty, let's get into the Jerry phase of everything because as heated as pre-Jerry was, we had a really heated Jerry phase too. You know, Clover may have been the villain in the House of Royalty in the pre-Jerry, but we did have another villain that emerged in the Jerry phase, and I would like to talk about Miss Aspen. Aspen, I just want you to, no. I just want to know from you. Do you think you were honestly a villain in the game? Yes, no, maybe so. I know you had a lot of people pissed off in this game, honestly. You had
Being one of them.
Rob pissed off. You had Dex pissed off. Like your list of enemies was probably as large as my body count, in all honesty. Like I just want to know, like in all complete honesty, like do you think you were a villain or
How did she have 500 bodies?
I did not start
500.
out. Okay, come on, y'all. Anyway, I did not start this out as being a villain, did not come into this wanting to be, but you know what? When my name was in people's mouths, that's where I drew the line. I'm sorry, I was getting bitchy towards the end. I had every right to. But yeah, after a while, just got sick of this shit, and yeah, I was kind of playing both sides a tiny bit, or well, not simultaneously, more like kind of switching.
Dex looks like
Yes,
he has
go
something he
ahead.
wants to say, and I know
Yeah,
that you
thank
guys
you.
had beef.
Because
So
like
Dex.
like Clover said, to quote Clover, it comes a point we gotta stop living in delusion. Aspen, nobody said oh, girl, anyways. I wasn't saying your name. I actually went on my way to include you on a lot of shit. And the moment, like, I'm not gonna lie, did I curse you out? I sure did when I went out and when you got to that jury house. Because I don't think you were a villain. I think you were just ditzy. Okay?
I
That's
was
not
just
that
what?
ditzy.
Ditzy?
Yes,
Oh
ditzy.
Unaware.
no, that was when you called me stupid, and
And I mean
you
it.
You,
and that was wrong of you to
No,
attack me
it
on a
but
wasn't.
personal
you
level.
said in
That's
Oh
another
no, you
personal.
no
Calling you
no
episode
wait
that
wait hold
stupid?
three
on
people
wait
were
hold
One
on
at
dumb.
a
Erica
time.
I got this because one thing she can't do, she can't eat me up.
Gotcha.
Aspen did a few rounds before that when you was on who's on the block next
It
to
was
I think
me.
right did you say the people who trusted you they were stupid for
I didn't
trusting
say
you?
stupid, I said dumb,
You
and I
dumb.
have since apologized
It's the
and addressed it
same thing. It's the
privately to
same
them.
thing. Anyway, babes, it's the
Well,
same
I
thing.
never got an
And then
apology
on
from
top of that,
you.
okay.
Actually, I
Anyways,
apologized to all three of those people. Jordan can vouch, Riley can vouch,
why
Ben
would
can
I
vouch.
But
apologize
you
to you?
still
Why would
said
I
it.
apologize? Why would I apologize for
And but
calling
I
you
I don't think
stupid?
you
apologized for it.
apologized.
Why would I
Yes, I
apologize for calling
did.
you stupid? Why would I
Let me
apologize?
get
First
these
of all,
DMs out.
secondly,
You
Aspen,
did
you
apologize.
voted me out when anyone can attest. I went on my way to and want to include you in a lot of shit. And for those same
Susie.
people, who use you for a vote, that's why I told you whatever place you get, that's what you get because they were using you for a vote. I wasn't using you for a vote. I was
Damn.
actually aligning
Damn.
myself with
Whack
you,
her.
and
True
you
tea.
decided to
You
turn
left me
on
out
me.
of
Whack
votes,
What vote?
her.
All
just
right,
like what we said
name a vote.
about Rob
Name a
and
vote.
Matt.
Whack her.
Name a vote.
HQ
I
can
Dex.
left you
vouch
out
for
of.
that. Erica could vouch
Wait,
for that,
you
but
You
she's
tell
not
your
going
Can't
face
vouch for
right
a
to.
now.
motherfucking thing when it comes to
Which
that
vote?
shit.
Which
Wait,
vote?
You
hold
left
on.
out
Because
Don't jump her.
votes
Don't jump
too.
Wait,
her.
wait,
no,
hold
I
on,
Don't
wait,
jump.
wasn't.
Don't
wait.
jump,
Okay,
Any
Aspen.
vote that
wait,
Dex
which
did,
vote?
I was aware of, and
Wait,
I
which
know he
vote?
told
Which
you.
vote? Aspen, which vote did I leave you girls out of? Let me know.
I don't fucking remember, but I know
Yeah,
you did.
see. Anyway,
I don't give a
HQ.
shit. This
Well,
game's done
HQ or
with. I
Erica,
like.
can y'all? Because Aspen is speaking for the people apparently. Which vote did y'all feel like we left y'all out of?
I don't
Dex,
fucking
stop.
remember
I
because this was a long ass
I
game. I'm not.
Okay,
100%
yeah,
can
that's why I said you're
motherfucking
ditzy. You don't
say
remember, but HQ
that
remembers
any vote
apparently.
that you did, Dex,
Itzy.
you
Wait.
let us aware of. Especially in the Island of Misfit Toys, we talked about votes and who we was voting for, what we was going to do, what was the plan, and everything was put in that chat.
So
Yes,
I
but
I'm
don't think there
confused.
was
What
a
vote?
vote
Not
where we
every
left
there's
time.
me out
one
of.
time that I remember that we were not told about the vote.
Which
We
vote? Wait,
What
hold on. Which
vote was
vote?
that? Because I
HQ,
don't
do you
remember
remember,
that.
girl? I
You are
know
not
you
told,
know.
not
it,
Aspen.
it was
Aspen's
it had
always included
it had
or
to have been
aware of
one
what
that we
we're
didn't
No,
know about that was
exactly. And when they
expressed
wanted to target you, Aspen, I was like, no, I'm not going to do that to Aspen.
Erica, you
And
weren't a
when they
part of the
tried to
vote
sway
either.
you,
They had
tried
left
to
us
sway you
one
Literally
that one
time
vote,
same.
I
Aspen,
knew
Literally
when they
One
tried to
at a
sway
same.
you that
time.
one
I don't
vote,
know what y'all
and
didn't
you
know
Dead
that
voted,
I didn't know,
No,
but
I
I
had
Time.
knew
2
Yeah, they
you.
left us
ears.
Aspen
out of
was
a
never
vote. Yes.
loyal. Oh wait, don't jump her still. Just
Time out.
Matt.
Can
Right. Yeah,
y'all
no
go one
jumping.
at a
No
time? It's
jumping.
getting annoying.
no,
One
Don't
but
vote.
jump it, don't
that was
jump it,
just
don't
that was
jump it,
It's
just
getting
y'all.
annoying.
that was just my thing. I don't even care about the whole dice thing. The gag is that you voted this like what was your thought process of what you thought you was gonna do by voting me out?
Right.
Over
Because
like
I
I mean,
felt
granted,
like
I
I
was
was at
sitting
the
next to
bottom of that
Aspen.
alliance.
you wasn't though. Oh, this is what Uncle you did see. You wasn't though. I guarantee, and I told Latea this. I already told Latea this. I was only saving Latea with Vito is because I was good with my car, and I know Latea and Rob was super close. So I know if I kept Latea safe, I would have Rob. Other than that, I have no problem taking Latea the fuck out of the game. Honestly speaking.
Boots.
And truth be told, when people were coming for you and when people was trying to get you out, I can 100% say Dex fucking vouched for you. So even
But
I
you know,
was
I
gagged
I
when you
attacked
voted
you.
him out.
But
Dex and
I
Erica always
attacked you
gonna
though.
trust
Apparently,
nobody.
but yeah, I
I'm like,
attacked you
I
though. But it's
personally was
okay. But
gagged.
that's not the here. I was gagged too. I said, okay, that's fine. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, that's fine. I think I'm good towards Latea. But no, Aspen, it was actually you.
But
You were that light ass horse that broke this big ass game. It was bad.
I
Alrighty,
And
I
will
want to
so
say
get into
this.
Y'all,
Antonio,
Aspen
HQ, and
knows
then
she played a
Rob.
shitty game. Let her live, please.
Um, yeah,
Absolute shit.
Aspen.
Molly,
she could live in her
stop.
delusion. She can.
Something that you
Down.
said earlier in
She
like
knows she played a
your
bad game.
something that you said that earlier is like I think this I forgot who said this to you.
Did
It's
I
like
get farther than some of y'all?
Oh, here she
Oh,
I can
knows.
play
here
a
we
bad
go.
game.
Here she
Baby
go.
girl,
Here
you
we
got
go with
farther than
Aspen.
other people because if they would have put you in top two, they knew they was going to win. Let's
Aspen,
be
I was
for
trying to
This is
real.
the
defend
You
you
farthest
only
I've
got as
against
made
far as you
it in
got
a
Latia.
because we
game
wanted you to
ever,
get
so
that
I think I
far.
played a
They
damn
Aspen,
good
you
carried
game.
wanted
you
to
Count your
a
days,
defend. I
long
didn't
boo.
way
defend
because
How
they
you.
long
knew
you
if
Time
they
out.
how
got
Time
many
you
out.
times
in
you want to
top
end
two,
it?
that they was going to
Aspen,
win. It
girl, I
wasn't
tried
Time
to
out.
for
warn
Time
real.
out.
you. I
Time
tried to
out. Will
They
we
warn
wasn't
not? Will
aligning
we
with
you.
you
not
for
about
real,
to
boo boo.
do? Hold up,
Anybody with
Erica. Hold
eyes
up,
and ears
Erica.
could fucking see that shit.
But y'all not about to do. Hold up. Hold up. Y'all not about to be all yelling at Aspen one at a
Damn.
time.
Makai, you
Y'all
actually
I
have a voice.
was.
hey.
I
Wait,
did.
Go,
Makai,
go
we
back to
renew you now.
work. Go back to
Makai, you
Talking
drawing
actually have a
shit
voice this
as
game now
shit.
in the
Talk
reunion days.
yo shit, gang. Talk yo shit. Let the motherfuckers, let the haters know I lasted longer than you. Talk yo fucking ish. All right, and I'm gonna go back on.
Alrighty, Antonio, HQ, and Robin all been wanting to talk, so we are going to let them have their moment. Antonio, starting with you.
Yeah, real quick, Aspen, you did make it, or you got carried as far as you did. Anyways, like I was saying, or I was gonna say, is something was I forgot if it was Dex or you. I forgot who said this, but like you kept like going after the people who were actually fucking rocking for you, and that was my issue throughout, especially in that beginning part of the game. I was always like, guys, like I love
Right.
Aspen, like guys, like I was always
Damn
defending you.
good.
So was Dex, and that was part of my issue. Is like when everything went down,
Where's
at least when it
Clover?
came to, like when it came to like me and you, it's like what I didn't understand what I did to you personally, not to Matt, not to Rob, but to you personally, to lose your trust. Because again, just like Dex said, I was one of the only bitches in this house, no shade, pre-jury, who was actually like, I love Aspen, like she's great. The guy said, like that was me. I was a part of that group. And I think
I don't recall that.
what everyone here has an issue with, Aspen, is I think you keep saying that you are playing both sides strategically. The part of the issue that I saw with how you moved a lot in this game is like you weren't being messy, but you kept telling everyone at the same time, like, guys, I'm gonna go give this person information. So that way, you didn't have a grasp on really anyone's loyalty, because you cannot be loyal to 17 people in the game and still expect everyone to think that, like, maybe you were at the bottom of the alliance. No shade. I don't know. I wasn't there. But like maybe you were at the bottom because they couldn't trust you. And if you keep saying in this game, trust is a huge thing of the game, then like you can't be mad at the people that you, because also you came to me week 1, 2, and 3 saying that like Matt and Jordan were these huge like masterminds, and that like you
Oh,
were
fuck.
already planting all of these seeds in the
He's supposed to be
beginning
your
of
number
the
one.
game to me, to Riley, to Ben, to all these people, because we were the ones who were like, we fuck with Aspen, let's keep her around. And then you made the first jump and you went over there with the same bitches who didn't pay you any mind, and that was the issue that I had, and that's why this shit is so annoying, because it's like you're sitting
I
here
can't
like
stand
I paid her
that.
mind.
okay,
Shit.
Alrighty, HQ, I know you were somebody that was very close to Aspen in the game, honestly. Probably her closest ally. What were your thoughts on this whole thing?
Oh,
Oh, you're on mute, HQ.
Dex, not too much. Not not too much, sir. Not too much. You know, I'll come and find you in New York. You better stop it. Chill out. Chill out. Um, yes, me and Aspen were really close throughout the game. We didn't just talk about game, we talked about life and other things, because that's what you do when you play the games as well. I'm probably going to take this somewhere completely different. I'm going to include her game, but I'm going to take this somewhere completely different. Aspen throughout the game struggled a lot as far as talking and things of that nature because this is out of her comfort zone and this is not something that she's used to. Erica, don't roll your eyes while I'm talking. I didn't roll my eyes, so thank you. Girl, it's my turn to talk. It's my turn to talk. Thank you. Appreciate that. I didn't show no disrespect to nobody. I don't want any disrespect shown to me. I'm talking and then I'm
Erica's
gonna
not
be done
talking.
talking.
That wasn't towards you, but it's just it's I'll respond after you finish.
That's fine. So I am proud of what Aspen did in the game. Certain decisions she made maybe weren't the best decisions. But at the end of the day, she's trying to stand on the decision she's made now to explain what she's done. So at the end of the day, all you can do is respect what she's doing because she's trying to explain herself now. And like I said, I am extremely proud of her because she came out of her shell and because she did things she normally wouldn't want to do. And yes, she did make it farther than certain people. That's basically what happens. So at the end of the day, we're all human. Should just respect each other. We all played a game. We all played the same game. We signed up to play the same game. So at the end of the day, we made decisions that were good. We made decisions that were bad. And that wasn't just her. That wasn't me. That was everybody who played the game. So at the end of the day, the game was fun and the game was a good game.
100%.
Let's let her. What'd you say, Jordan?
I said I agree with the game was fun. 100%.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
All right.
appreciate that. So I'm
I
gonna.
know Rob wanted to say
Thank
something.
you.
and then-
Thank
No,
you.
I was gonna. No, I'm done. I just wanted to say that because, like I said, me being the closest person to Aspen, I wanted to make sure that at the end of the day, we ruled it in. So at the end of the day, we were playing a game. Decisions were made. We're gonna keep it moving and going forward. And Papa Rob, you go ahead and go, sir.
I am, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to be as nice. There's no disrespect to you, obviously, as a person, Aspen, but all types of disrespect as far as you as a player. You may, I got farther than some of you. You were dragged along because your name was like in the first 2, 3, 4 weeks, and everyone, well, maybe me, was like, oh, you know what? She's a target.
Down.
I gave you a
Thank you,
target.
Rob. Thank you.
So
I had a
please
good
don't make
social game. That's how I got myself out of that.
Your
No,
social
you didn't,
game
babe. No, you didn't. I'm
No, you
sorry.
didn't, girl. I was
You
about to say
didn't.
there were
I'm
bitches
sorry.
Your
riding for
socials
your
suck,
ass.
Aspen.
It
That's
won't
fine. You
Antonio. I
can
don't know
think
why
what
you
you
would,
want.
but
There y'all go with
besides the
that. There y'all
point.
go with that
It
jumping
wasn't,
shit.
babe,
Not
but
jumping her.
I'm not
You're
jumping.
right.
I'm saying, bitch, and no shade. There were
You
bitches
listen.
riding for Aspen behind the scenes, and like Dex said, he right, bitch. She
And you
just would
stabbed him in the
target
back.
Yes, I
everyone.
do.
That
She
wasn't
targeted
right.
every bitch that ever
Honestly,
had her back.
honestly,
Fuck her.
I'll say this: it's not really easy, like getting me to really trust you, and early in the game. And Aspen was probably the first person in the game that I actually trusted wholeheartedly. So I will say that I'm a pretty seasoned player. She was definitely somebody I was vouching
We
for as
couldn't
well.
tell.
You must be great value.
Just keep reminding us, Matt.
She definitely threw me for a loop when she voted to evict me. I'm gonna be real honest with you. And when she got Rob out, I was like, damn, I really didn't have her. So I will give her that. You know, she did. You guys may feel she didn't have a good social game, but I personally do feel she did have a strong social game.
Thank
You
you,
also
Matt.
think you played a good game.
to
Now,
you.
moving on.
Can
Wait.
I say my issue?
Yes, Erica, say your issue, and then I want to
Here's
address two more
my
things.
grievance. You, with the whole dumb, stupid situation, blah, 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 blah.
This is what I was
Here's
trying to
my
say.
saying. If you can't stand the heat, stay the fuck out of the kitchen. You
That
can
was my
sit
last point.
here and call somebody dumb and then go cry wolf or go in your bed and cry when somebody
Just kidding.
sits there and calls you stupid. You can't. And my thing with you is it's been time after time after time where you said stuff or whatever, and then you sit there and you get upset when somebody says something to you. And then when it comes to your gameplay, I love you, baby girl, but let's be for real and let's be honest. The people that was rolling for you and rocking for you, me being the hardest one, because there's been plenty of times where people has come and tried for me to take you out, and I told them flat out motherfucking no. And you still sat there
Damn.
and did
Damn.
not have my back. And for that reason alone, Baby girl, I love you as a person. You are a very sweet girl. I will 100% give you that. If we was to meet outside of this game or whatever, I would rock with you. And when you get old enough to drink, I will probably buy you your first drink because you're just that adorable. But when it comes to game, I cannot respect you when it comes to that. That's my only grievance. My thing is with you, when it comes to games like this, I don't know if this your first game, second game, third game, or whatever, but just for future reference, if you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. That
Okay, and moving on. Thank you, Erica, for that. Okay.
Wait, wait, wait,
I,
wait, wait. I
I
have since apologized for calling people dumb, as I've said a million times.
Allegedly, you didn't.
It's
I'm
not
not
just about
apologizing.
Riley
shit.
said
If you
you
looking for one
didn't.
from me, you ain't getting one,
Y'all
babe.
so
Everything you
messy.
say, you take these cheap shots at people, and as soon as they come back at you, it's not just the dumb one. You say a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, and then people. Okay, moving on. Because I one thing about it, I'm not gonna hold my tongue for a bitch who ain't gonna hold. Not calling you a bitch, but in general speaking, because I don't want you to feel
Right,
more attacked.
Dex.
I'm not gonna hold my tongue for a bitch who feel like they can say whatever the fuck they want on the spectrum or not.
Okay, we are going to be moving on. We are not going to be going any further with this topic. Okay. Alrighty, so that was pretty much everything I know everyone wanted to address. Is there any questions you guys have for Prod or any last things to get off your chest until before we move course of this reunion? I'm just not gonna have everybody scream in everybody one at a time. Lataya,
Clover. Oh.
and then
Oh.
Clover, I'll go to you.
Yeah, he
Um,
autistic.
I'm just gonna say to Ben, a video is gonna come out through Prod when Richie finally posts it. I moved on from the whole cheating allegations, but it might come back up again because of that video. So I'm just letting you know. And that's all I have to say.
What cheating allegations?
My 2 cents.
Oh wait, girl, let him defend himself, Molly. Damn, relax.
What cheating allegations? What's the tea?
All right, Sister Soldier,
So
relax. Let him talk.
once the finale ended and you sent the text that you sent, it was done and done for me. I don't hold grudges. I really don't. Game is game. Once it all ended, I don't want beef. I'm not a drama type person, so it's like I hold nothing against you. That video, I'll ignore it. I'll pay it dust. We'll move on. It's cool.
Alrighty,
Wait,
Clover.
Molly asked a great question. What cheating
What is the
allegations?
tea?
So
What is
there
the
What cheating
was
allegations?
there
Like,
was there was the cheater allegation. There was a video. There was a challenge where we had to memorize
BB
oh,
Cootie.
that
comic
one
book
they look
pictures
nothing like
of
me. I remember.
ourselves,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we had to name them in order. And apparently there was a cheating allegation when it came to
Ooh.
Ben and remembering the names of the comic books and all that other stuff. I don't know the full
Because
gamut.
I guess because it
All
was
18, all
because
18
yeah, but
under
everybody was
12
getting like
minutes.
5 and 6. Ben was like the only person who got like above 10, no, a perfect
It
score,
was eight,
to be
all 18,
honest.
right?
Oh, I
So
didn't
And
realize
under
it was
I
all
12
gotta
18.
minutes.
remember,
I
Ben
thought I
is a
heard
game
12.
bot. He is
In
literally a
multiple
game
games,
bot. He
memory
plays
sticks.
Camp Deadly for
That
fun.
memory was
He's
low
a
key my
game bot.
thing. So it's
Game
not
bot.
like a fluke that I won that comp. I won multiple memory comps throughout the season. So I'm
Yes,
just saying,
he's a
like,
game
that's kind of
bot,
my shit.
y'all. I don't know why we surprised.
Alrighty.
Anyways, it's Clover's
Fuck all
turn.
that. Let
Yes,
me say
Clover. I
something.
know Clover. You want to say
Oh
something,
hell no.
and
Come
then
Uh,
on.
Makai.
I don't think the prime member here that I wanted to address. Never mind. She left a while ago.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Richie, I just have like a non-biased question for you then. As like a viewer, if you were just viewing, you had no like tie to this whatsoever,
Mm-hmm.
and you watched every week, what would you think the hosting was like?
I would definitely, for first off, I would definitely say that this host, like, I'm saying from a viewer's perspective, I would
Right.
definitely say that there was a lot of quirks and there would definitely need to be work on future seasons. I would definitely think that there was some, mistakes along the way,
Mhm.
But however, I would say that this is their first season, in a couple years and that, I'm just being honest.
That's
And that,
fair.
that there's room
Right.
for improvement, put it that way.
Have we learned anything valuable from season one?
We have learned things valuable and they will be applied for season 2.
That he should test the competition.
Exactly. Thank you,
Oh
Lily.
wait, speaking of competition, I want to everybody go, Richie, but I do have a question about one competition.
Yes. What's up, Dex? And then
I
Makai.
said after everybody go, Makai can go. He can use his voice because he barely used it this season.
At all.
No
Like
shade, no
Clark
shade to
Kent.
him.
You better get him
Hold on
Dax
for a second. Hold on
down.
for a
Right
second.
as hell.
Hey Dex, you're not that far. Remember that. You are not that far.
I
Anywho,
drive.
and what that mean? I'll take
Beat the
Ubers. We take the
fuck out of that
train.
motherfucker.
We can do it. We can see what's up.
Yeah. You see what's up.
I'm just
Anywho,
saying, I'll be in New
I,
York
I,
this weekend, so if y'all want to do
I was
that
That
gonna
felt
photo
say,
oddly
op,
Alrighty,
sexual.
Dex. What is your
That felt
question? You
oddly
have
I,
a
yeah,
question.
sexual.
I'll be in New York
damn,
too.
y'all just
Right?
gonna talk over
Yeah.
me? I ain't asking.
Go
Y'all
ahead
got
and
the
Yeah,
talk,
just
game. Y'all
Makai.
got the
Damn.
game.
you
Damn.
Y'all got the
Damn. Messing
asking.
game.
with
Y'all got the game fucked up. I ain't asking. Y'all ain't about to talk over me. Oh hell nah.
Well,
Anywho. I ain't gonna lie. I have to say this. Hey Matt, you was my homie. You was my dog. But I ain't gonna lie. Saying the top three, adding Riley as one of your top three players, brother, salute.
What did you say?
He was in everybody's
Added,
cahoots.
nah, bro. A
Listen,
pre-jury,
listen.
Riley
God
getting
brother.
red.
She
Riley
has the
getting
makings
red
of being
right
a
now.
winner.
Saying your
Sister,
game played
twin,
the
She
get
good
it
has the
back.
makings of being a winner. I'm sorry,
Riley,
Makai.
Riley,
He
he
would
said that your game
But
played
you're
the
he
good
would
not a
have
game.
been
winner in
fine
the
if Ben had
season.
went out
Let me
before her.
fight
I'm
him.
telling
Bro, nah, come
I
on,
well,
bro.
I'm just gonna
Come
say,
on, bro.
Makai, I would have won if I wasn't screwed over by the royal nominee. If Ben, if
I
Ben
feel
would
like
have,
I feel like the twist was
oh,
perfect. No shade.
if Ben would have gotten that house plant for me,
Dax.
I also would have.
But he didn't. You gotta
But
put
he
in your
didn't.
hand.
Like he didn't have that bar soap, and
No,
Max has a box of
And
soap.
neither
Damn.
did
that's
Matt. Matt
Stop
did
it! I'm
not have
gonna
a
bring
bar
it
of
up
soap.
every
Matt
time.
had a
Oh,
whole
No,
box
yeah,
of
that
soap.
was
That
you.
was
not
That's
a
a
not a
whole
bar of
bar.
fucking
soap.
That
thing.
was a box of soap.
A
versus
box of
what Ben
soap,
had.
a piece of
Versus what Ben
soap.
had was a Sims card
The
game.
I
There's
had
rules
a
no
bar
were
of
that's not
soap.
really
being run here.
lenient. The rules were so lenient for that. Soap. Bar of soap.
But yeah, Makai,
Piece.
I'm with you. I agree that I played a good game.
He played a good game, but top three, brother,
Top
salute.
three. Yup, that's right,
Salute,
Makai. Top
salute,
three.
salute, bro. Nah, you got, nah, hell nah.
And where are
Much love,
you,
Makai. I'm
Makai?
sorry.
Where are you,
Hell
Makai?
nah. Where me?
You're
Where
not
me?
sorry.
Makai,
I'm
what's
top.
your
Didn't
beef with
even show up for the
Riley?
lip sync.
You
Oh,
said
oh, he
what?
bottom 10.
Hold on, hold on,
Oh,
alrighty.
hold
he
on,
was too
hold
he
on.
was too
Dex,
manly for that.
Dex wanted to ask a question, so we're gonna do that, and then I do want to move on to the next topic.
So I don't think. Well, me being me, I guess I don't think you probably didn't realize because me and Rob had a little had a little key about the challenge after the game, the cotton challenge.
Yes,
I
I
don't
do
think
want to
you
address
realize
that.
how controversial that challenge may have looked. Just saying.
Okay.
I'm
No, I
on.
do
I'm
like
also.
looking
Oh,
back and
But that's just
whatnot,
me.
like
That's just me being me.
no, and I do want to say I am sorry and whatnot. I should have,
No, no.
I do got to
I
realize
just
that,
You
like,
had
I would have
them
made a
pick.
joke
Wait,
about
what
can
was
it.
the
everybody,
challenge?
can
You had
everyone
them
let me
pick
speak?
cotton?
Thank you.
Oh,
Alrighty, thank you. No, I do realize how that challenge could look, and I do apologize. I need to realize that, every idea that I have is not a good idea. And, I just know moving forward and I do apologize if anyone that was not my intention at all.
no, I didn't feel offended. I made a
I didn't
joke.
feel
I was
offended
laughing. I was
either.
laughing my ass off.
Okay. I do want to move on to the next topic. Hold on. All right. Alrighty, next topic I do want to talk about. We're going to move on from fighting and we are going to get into something else, showmances. So, there was a share of showmances throughout the season that I just want to talk with and get into a little bit more. Starting off with the first one that's formed during the season, which was Latea and Makai. Where do you guys stand at this point? Was this just for game? Was this for fun? Makai, you called her your fine shit all season. Is that still valid or?
First of all, hey Reg, you did me dead wrong that first week. That like, what was it? Week 2, week 3 when you posted that video,
I
bruh.
thought you
Like,
knew it was being
damn.
posted, so.
No, I thought this shit was secret. I'm thinking this shit secret and all. Then you posted it. I said, damn, the whole cast know who I said is fine shit. Like, ugh. Yeah, that shit still stands. She's some fine shit. Like, what? Like what? Y'all think I'm lying? Like, look at her. Look at the IG. What the
Somebody said
fuck?
you was lying.
Nobody said
Like,
you was lying.
yeah, that's fun shit. Like, what?
Alrighty. Latea, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it was nice like seeing that video, I won't lie. Yeah, but he leaves me on scene, so it's like I don't know.
Are we lying?
Really
Are we
bad.
lying?
It's
Are
You
really
we
better
bad.
lying?
gag him.
Are
You
Latam,
we
better
like
gag
lying?
him.
he
Are we
will
lying?
like, hey, what's up? And I'd be like, hey, what's up? 14 hours later, I don't get a response. So like,
Oh, we
Meet
lying.
Antonio.
Oh, we lying. Oh, we lying on the reunion today.
I'm
You
not
know
Ben can
what?
lying.
never. Ben can never.
You know what? The DMs. I got you in the DMs. Hold up. I got you in the DMs. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. We're gonna keep it.
A
We're gonna keep it like
mess.
that.
Alrighty, getting into another showmance that kind of emerged throughout the season, which this was a honestly, I'll get in more into it, but a really good showmance, which was Riley and Ben. What's the
Clark
tea on that,
here, Clark
guys?
here. Oh, Bud's business.
What? Okay, Ben, go ahead.
What was the question?
I just asked about like what's the tea on your guys' showmates? Is it still a thing? Was it just for game? Like, like what's the tea?
I mean, I think with multiple comments I made after her eviction, I kind of, sell out by like, how I felt. Definitely did not come in a sense of game. Um, the other night we low-key talked through like why there's so much flirting, and I kind of explained to her like, in a way, the less I flirted, the better. Cause like that's more me being authentic. Flirting is kind of like a front, but with her, it wasn't really just kind of forced flirting. So she got more of like the realist side of me. In terms of like today, we talk, we FaceTime, we do the XYZ, we still keep in touch.
Love that. Alrighty. Riley, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, we just ate Chipotle together today. Uh, yeah, we talk all the time. Um, play lots of, I don't know, we play games. I don't know, like, it's good. I'm awkward. I don't like talk about it, but it was not game. It was game at
Buster says
first,
it all.
but then it wasn't game. And
Alrighty.
yeah.
Okay. And the last showmance. Oh wait, Erica, what do you have to say?
I will say this. It was refreshing seeing Ben and Riley like get to know each other. It was so cute. And I'm not gonna lie, I am actually rooting for this show, man. Like, I'm rooting for both, honestly, because even let's say and Makai, like, it was very much like y'all was flirting and joking with each other and like shooting the shits. And it's like it was refreshing. So like I'm rooting for the both of y'all. Like, I need to see an org wedding happen.
Thanks, Erica.
Alrighty, okay. And then there's another little showmance I do want to get into. There was stuff about BB Comics in it. Jordan and Lily. What's the tea on that? Jordan, I'll begin with you.
In the beginning of the game when she showed up and she was as confident as she was like, she needs to be out of this game immediately, like 100%. And that I got to talk to her, get to know her. And it just came from there. Like game wise in the beginning, yeah, 100% it was a game, but then it evolved from there. And yeah, I'll literally take it over from there. Like, but yeah. And it sucked that she got eliminated by a puzzle. I'll just throw that out there.
Yeah, it really did. Um, Jordan's a great guy. Like he's really funny. Like I like he said in the beginning, like I heard a lot of people being like, Jordan's sketchy, he's shady,
Matt.
strategic. And even when I got out of the game, someone said that I deserve better.
Name name,
Wake it up,
name
wake it
name,
up!
name name, Lily,
Wake
name
it
it,
up,
name
wake
the
it up,
name,
wake it
name the
up!
name, name the name,
Like
girl. Be messy. Wake it up, wake it up, wake it up right now, please. Unless he gonna
Lily,
say it
what's
Get
that
some
tea
himself.
on?
tea. Wait a
Listen,
minute.
if I'll
Lily.
say
Wake
it
it
if you
up.
don't say it. I'll say it if
Bill.
you don't say it.
like Matt did try to
Yep,
oh,
there you go. Yep, it was Matt.
Matt did try to slide into my DMs when I joined the
I did.
game.
I did. I'm gonna be real honest. So I'll take it from here. So basically, the first conversation we actually had about you, Lily, between me and Jordan, we were kind of going through the whole cast, seeing how we feel about this specific person, going through everybody one by one. And when I had asked about you to Jordan, literally the first thing this guy says to me, he was like, "I can't stand her." and proceeded to make fun of you for eating a raw lemon, which I personally didn't really get. But that's something he said to me. This is all truth. Jordan, you can own it if you want. And I thought
Damn,
that was a little
Jordan.
fucking slighted.
Fuck.
And so it shocked the hell out of me that in the end you end up liking him. I thought it was funny as hell because he straight up told me he couldn't stand you. And if anybody was writing for you in the game, it was me, not Jordan. But
The funny thing about texting is you can interpret it however you
no,
want
this was on a
to.
video call. This was on a video call.
We never video called unless we're on
This was on a
Discord.
one-on-one call.
I didn't realize that we could do video calls until one-on-ones until like over half.
Jordan, this was on a one-on-one call, bro, in the Discord.
Okay.
Come on.
I will say this though, in that sense, to be fair, when I first met my husband, I was apparently to him, I was annoying as fuck.
Matt,
and look at us now, we're fucking married. So
It be
what
like that
started off
sometimes.
as annoying might be a
Team
dream
Lily
come true.
always.
I'm just saying.
So that's where that came from, Lily. When I said that, I'm gonna be honest. That was just my personal opinion, but you know, you guys got
he was
you guys
throughout
are
the whole
cute.
game.
Alrighty.
Jordan, he wanted your bitch.
Alrighty, well, it's safe to say that this cast definitely was set the bar for showmances, and we'll have to see if season 2 does that, honestly. Okay, moving on. So I do want to give out some awards. Wait, Makai, you had something to say? Moving on. Alrighty. Huh? Anyway.
Y'all don't even listen to him. He a dumbass.
Who, me?
No, Makai.
Hey Molly. Hey Molly. Quick question.
Hi Makai. No,
So
don't
when you was
question me.
going,
I'm gonna turn my camera off.
yeah. Do that.
Then what you gonna say? You got beef?
Shit, we can have beef. What we can have beef. What you popping? You second boot popping out the mouth for? What you got going on, gang?
Let's get my award, please.
I do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Hey, I do the same shit, bro. You feel me?
And I'm going to do what I want to do and mute you all so we can move on. Okay, thank you. Alrighty, so, anywho, listen, I put up with a lot of shit this season. I'm finally clapping the fuck back.
I'm Team Jilly.
Alrighty. Okay, so we do have a lot of awards to hand out this season. Prod and I voted on these awards. We have a lot of different categories, and we're just gonna give out some awards. Alrighty, so the first award we want to give out, there was no set nominees for this award. It was just talked about with Prod, and we came to a collective that this person deserves to win it. The first nominee is the hero of the house. This house guest, I feel like we felt like was very entertaining. They always made people feel good, honestly. You know, they were just a good person. I feel like deep down, you know, they had people laughing. They won comps. They were just the full package, honestly. And, you know, they saved somebody on the veto a lot this season. I think it was Chantel that said it, that, you know, Dex was Mario and Latea was Princess Peach. So with that being said, the Hero of the House of the Season award goes to Dex. Congratulations, Dex.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Period, Dex.
Shout out to the Nintendo reference.
Alrighty, moving on. As much as there needs to be a hero, there's gotta be a villain. It was torn between two people for us. I think you guys all know who was torn between. One ran the pre-jury phase in the villain stage, and one ran the villain stage in the jury phase. It was a very tough decision, but we just feel like this person was sneaky. They were deep down, and you know, they had the whole cast pressed honestly tonight. So with that being said, the villain of the season of the house goes to Aspen. Congratulations, as you have won the villain of the season. Aspen, are you happy, not happy? What are your thoughts?
Honestly, I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm significant whether you all want to admit it or not.
Alrighty.
You're embedded in our motherfucking brains,
All right.
bitch.
All I know is
That's right.
all I could say to you, Aspen, is embrace it. Okay. The next award goes to the best player of the season. As the production and whatnot, we just felt like this player ran all aspects of the game. Social, strategic. Their competition wins. You know, they really just ate down, honestly. And with that being said, the best player of the season goes to Ben. I think this comes to no surprise. He won the season.
Yeah.
I just do want to read off. I just gotta actually find it. Just give me 1 minute. But while we're doing this, Ben, what are your thoughts on winning Best Player?
I
You're on
mean,
mute.
I
Oh, yeah.
think my closing jury speech might have already said everything I needed to say about my game and how good I thought I played. So I'll just leave it at that. I'm gonna be humble about it and say thank you.
Alrighty. Before we move on to the other awards, I just want to let some records that are being held currently, and we'll see if season two tops it. But right now, Ben and Jordan hold the most HOH wins of the season with four. Most POVs won in a season is held by Ben and Dex with four. Most times nominated as a final nominee is held by Erica with four. Most
Damn.
competitions win in a season, and this counts his advantage and the Part 2 HOH, which is 10 comps, is Ben. The most competitions won by a female, which is five, which is Erica. And yeah, alrighty, moving on to the rest of the awards. Prod each named their favorite house guest of the season. Kate is not here, but I just want to let you guys know that she said that her two favorite house guests of the season goes to Aspen and it also goes to Rob for her favorite house guest of the season for Kate. Chantel, would you like to have the floor and say who your favorite house guest or house guests of the season were?
Okay, my first favorite house guest was Erica because
Love you,
she entertained
girlie.
the fuck out of me on the live stream. And the second one is gonna be a toss-up between Latea and Aspen because y'all ate down.
Period. Alrighty. Emily, would you like to say who your faves were for the season?
Sure. So my first favorite was Lily, obviously, just because I feel like we really connected at like a specific point. So I really do love and adore you, and I wish you nothing but the best. And my second favorite was Rob. Like I said last time, you're just very dedicated. I just really like you as a person, and I think we'd get along really well. So
Thank you so
yeah.
much.
Alrighty.
Can I
And
say
now,
something?
yes, of course.
I just want to say if this was a real season of Big Brother, like in real life, Rob would hands down be America's favorite player, like by far.
Facts.
I
Thank
Absolutely.
agree. Team Rob, he was so real
Like Rob,
sometimes.
I tried so hard to
Sometimes.
hate you. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Don't hate me now. I love all of you
Well, I
guys.
couldn't. Exactly.
Alrighty. Okay, now on to my favorite players of the season. So this was very hard. There were a lot of players I really enjoyed watching this season. To name a few, I really enjoyed watching Rob. I enjoyed watching Matt, Riley, Lily, Latea, Aspen. There were so many people. I really adored all of you pretty much, honestly. Like you guys were, as the first cast, you guys were very amazing. And thank you guys, I just want to say, for being patient with me this whole season. I know I struggled a lot, but moving on from that, my two favorite players of the season. This first player, they played honestly such a good game, and I honestly commend them from who I thought was honestly going to be one of an early jury boot after losing their showmance, and then they went on to win the game. So Ben, you were my favorite male of the season. I also just love their diary room chats. Like you just went so into detail. I know you always thought you were putting me to sleep. You truly were not, honestly. You were very detailed, and I do applaud you for that. And then my favorite female of the season is going to Erica. Erica, you had me hysterical laughing all season long. Like I truly lived for you, honestly. You have such an energy and a warmth that I just truly live for. And you were my favorite girly of the season.
Oh, Richie Rich, don't make me cry.
Alrighty, moving on with the awards. The next award is Best Duo. The nominees are Erica and Indy, Latea and Rob, Aspen and HQ, Clover and Lily, Dex and Latea, Lily and Riley, and Antonio and Riley. With that being said, the winners, and there's one last nominee that they are the winners. This was kind of an undercover duo. No one really clocked them, and it wasn't really to the audience. But gameplay wise, I feel like they were kind of running their alliance and whatnot, and it's why they were the first two jurors to be voted out of the game. So with that being said, the best
That's
duo
right.
has gone to Matt and Rob.
My boy.
They were a very undercover duo, but they ate down and they both played amazing games. So congratulations, gentlemen. You guys are the best duo of the
Thank
season.
you.
Okay, the next award is going to the best showmance of the season. Alrighty, the nominees are Antonio and Ben, Ben and Riley, Latea and Makai, Jordan and Lily. However, in the end, the winners are Ben and Riley. You guys have won the Best Showmance Award of the season. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You guys were the Jessica and Cody of the season, and you guys did what you had to do. Honestly, when that whole Ben's crash out happened, it was literally giving Jessica and Cody versus Paul, Matt being Paul.
Yeah. That's literally what I literally posted an edit on my story and was like, this is literally us, like help.
Alrighty. The next category is Best Rivalry of the Season. The nominees are Aspen and the Whole House, Ben and Latea, Erica and Clover, Jordan and Matt, Aspen and Riley, Dex and Clover, Matt and Clover,
Wait a
Andy
sec.
and Clover.
Wait a sec.
3 HOH wins
Pause.
Aspen.
I don't like that. I was there for 5 episodes, y'all.
And you made an impact. And the last category is Richie and the Veto Wheel. Which,
Clover and Richie.
Okay.
Yes, I suggested
Did I
that.
win? Did I win anything?
We'll get to you, sweetie. All right, so the best rivalry goes to Aspen in the House.
Thanks, Bob.
I feel like this was
Yeah, fuck you all, right?
No, take that back, girl. Not me.
I
I'm
know.
not included in that.
Hey, like,
all of
girl, I
you.
didn't even do nothing
No,
to
it's
her.
fucking
She was
cute
like
too.
me, like,
Yes.
she
No,
bad.
not
me,
too much
not
on
me.
HQ. She's the
Yes.
only nice
Team
person here
Clover,
to me.
not.
Maybe Lily a little bit.
Okay,
but, like,
Aspen, I was really nice to you
deserve
when I
some
was
niceness
there.
when they give you
I
some
jumped
niceness.
Heather for you.
yeah,
Okay,
true.
likewise, we both did. So
alrighty.
Right.
The next
Fuck that fat
topic I would
bitch.
like to get into is the most robbed juror of the season. The nominees go to Dex, Lily, and Matt, but the most robbed house guest in the jury phase of the season goes to Lily. Lily, you were the most robbed juror of the season. I
Yes.
think it speaks for itself.
Absolutely.
Do you have anything you would like to say?
Wait, who won it?
Lily.
Lily.
All I have to say is fuck that Richie. Like, why
Love of
didn't
my
you test
life.
it out? That puzzle was not puzzling. Like, that was sick and
You clocked my
twisted.
tea, baby.
Add something though. This girl ate a freaking fruit by the loop and she has diabetes. Like,
Okay,
come on.
they let me
Like
spit
that's
it,
dedication. That's dedication.
Like,
they let
ooh.
me spit it out right after. Like, and plus, like, I have my insulin pump, so like, she was just working a little overtime. Like, we're good.
Alrighty. The next category is pre-juror that should have made it further. The nominees goes to Heather, Molly, Indy, Jake, Antonio, Clover, and Riley. But in the end, the pre-juror that we decide that should have made it further in the game goes to Riley.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
Thank you,
honestly
sis.
thought you were going to make it to jury, and I was very dissatisfied when you did not.
Oh, so was I, Richie. And you know I was.
You're
You
one
were.
away, Riley.
I'm Team Riley.
Like, it just sucks.
Alrighty, the next
One of my
topic
co-stars.
is best fight of the season. The
Okay.
nominees goes to Heather and Lily,
Yes.
Erica and Indy versus Clover, Antonio versus the House. This was during the first open strategizing period.
That one.
Aspen's eviction, Aspen versus Erica and Rob. That has not been posted yet. That was after filming. The week 3
Wait.
house meeting with, I think it was Erica, Jake, Indy, Clover was in that. That was on Discord. And the last nominee is the week 6 house fight, or other words, Ben's first crash out.
Yeah.
The winner goes to
Ben's crash out got this
his
one
first crash
down.
out.
Ben's
That
crash
was
out
the
was
best
so
fight of the
funny.
season.
That was funny to watch.
Well deserved.
Alrighty, and then we have 2 more topics.
Richie.
The next
Wait, who won that?
Ben's first crash out.
Ben's
Okay,
crash
okay,
out
okay,
deserved
okay,
it.
okay.
Ben,
Ben.
temper tantrum.
Richie, can I just say though, Heather,
doing
it wasn't a fight. She was fighting a brick wall. Thank you.
It was very
She's a
entertaining,
brick
though, honestly. Just
She is
screaming
she was the brick.
Lily or
No, you know damn well. Complete.
Alrighty. The next category is messiest house guest of the season. The
Antonio.
nominees are Antonio,
yes.
You about to sweep, girl. You about to
Makai,
sweep.
Aspen, Latea,
I know you
and
lying.
Indy. However, the winner from Messiest House Guest goes to Indy.
Oh, please.
Wow, Antonio was
Antonio.
robbed.
Antonio
Antonio was
Antonio was
so
robbed.
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 Listen,
You
you know
Antonio
what? I
earned
was
actually
very
it. He
torn
deserved
on
deserved
this.
it.
that one.
I voted for Antonio, but Prod did think that Indy was the messiest.
Clover
No.
dodged that nomination.
No,
Was
definitely
that
Antonio.
had like that? I told
The
you,
next
Antonio.
top and the last category of the awards is the underdog of the season. The nominees are Aspen, Dex, Erica,
Wait,
Latea, and Lily. However, in the end, the winner
it's
for
got to be
underdog of the
Erica.
season goes to Erica.
Yeah, I knew it. She was
Erica
queen.
won the underdog of the season
By
award.
far.
She deserved that. Like,
Yep.
Alrighty. And
deserved.
that is the tea. Alrighty. Before we end this reunion and before I tell you who won viewers' fan favorite house guest of the season, I am gonna let everybody get one last piece in and say what they need to say. We're gonna go in eviction order and then we are going to reveal viewers' fan favorite house guest. Alrighty. So with that being said, Molly, do you have anything you want to say to your house guests or the viewers?
Yeah,
Oh
Molly.
no.
Oh,
Bitch,
Molly.
I was here for 2 fucking episodes. Low key as fuck, everybody. But like,
Bitch.
I was glad to be here. I had fun. Some people tried it while I was there, which was really weird. HQ. And I had a bunch of fun with everybody. I mean, I didn't really watch because I wasn't that interested in anyone else. But my favorites got out early, which was really, really sad. The hags were in the house, but you know, it is what it is. I had so much fun. Mwah. And to the viewers, I hope you voted me. Like what?
Thank you,
Ah.
Molly. Thank you, Molly. Antonio, you are next.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this was fun. Meeting some of you was cute. There's a few others of you who I don't really ever need to speak to again. No shade. Riley,
Name names.
you know who you are, girl. You're my number one. You ate
Oh,
this game up. They were
Oh.
smart for taking you out. Clover, although you love to hate on me every game, every time we speak, love you down.
You're my bitch. Don't do
HQ,
that.
you're always mom. Love you down. Um, Lily, you're a queen icon. Love you down, girl.
Fix that crown.
Let me see. No, yeah, but Richie, like, thank you for letting me on. This was a super fun game. I think like no matter what everyone feels about each other, we all came here. We did the damn thing. We made season one like a doozy and something that I feel like for season two is going to be really hard to beat. Oh, I forgot to shout out Jordan. Love you, Jordan. You were one of like the first people to ever like talk to me like on a personal level. So much love for you. But yeah, this was super fun. The winner made sense. Duh. And yeah.
Alrighty, thank you, Antonio. Clover, you now have the floor.
First of all, hello, America. Thank you for having me back. Did it first, I really want to say, especially like the worst I ever felt in this game was quitting simply because, not because I felt bad about leaving, felt great, but I felt bad for a lot of my allies who stuck their neck out for me the literal week before, and just to do that to them. Sorry, y'all. Like, I just wanted to give y'all an apology, like, for real. Like, I love so many of you guys. Matt, I still don't like you, and that's okay. Um, as for everything else, Erica, you're a bad bitch. I loved our rivalry too. Like you have a special place in my heart, you sick trifling lady. And HQ is a real bitch from the Bronx. I just want to say, moral of the story, Team Clover always. And for a bitch to only have been there 5 weeks and just constantly found herself in drama, it was kind of ridiculous. But I had fun at some point. Thank
We
you.
love you,
Thank you,
Queen. We love
Clover.
you
Love you
so much.
guys.
Alrighty, Riley, you are up next.
all right. Richie, this game was super fun. Your casting was literally like this is the best, like genuinely like the best cast I've ever seen, like in a game, like
Don't
like
lie.
like everything diverse, like everything. This is like the strangest game I've ever played. Like I have never, well, like for me, like I have never like won a bunch of comps. Like usually I suck and I throw, but Yeah, well, I was like compies this season. Usually I lay low and that actually works out better for me. So like now I know my strategy, which my official strategy should be. But I'm so glad I met a lot of you guys. Like genuinely, you guys are all good people. I know I have said my words about all of you guys in the diary room, so I'm glad that that's not public, and if it was public, I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, um, shout out all of you guys.
All right, thank you so much, Riley.
Oh, bring me back for All Stars.
All right, Matt, you're up next.
Yeah, all I have to say is, much love and respect to each and every single one of you. You guys definitely made this game very enjoyable. Each of you should be very proud of the impact you had in this game. And, no matter the words exchanged and the feelings shared tonight, like, again, still much love and respect to every single one of you. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Matt. Makai, you're up next.
Everybody being so nice for, man, fuck everybody. No, let me stop.
Right,
Let
let
me
you
stop.
stop.
Let me stop. Cobra, shut your ooh. You know what? That's why nobody came to your little that little play you did. But anywho, whatchamacallit? This game was dope, man. Dope as hell, bruh. The Discord calls, fun as hell. The Zooms, all the sessions, them shits was lit, bruh. I had a great time in this game. And yeah, man. Reggie, hopefully you keep up with this. You keep up with this game, bruh. Even though you had some little hosting decisions that people don't agree with, it's the first season, it's gonna be mistakes. We're all gonna learn from it. But hey, this is gonna be lit. Hopefully I could talk to actually everybody outside the game, And yeah, man. And yeah, let's keep this shit pushing.
Thank you, Makai. Lily, you're up next because I don't think Dex is on.
Okay. Well, first, like HQ and Rob, like mom and dad down, love you guys. Um, Latea, even though we had a really rocky relationship in this season, like we were always there for each other on that like personal level, and I love you. Aspen, you're like a little sister to me. Like 60% of the time I can't fucking stand you. The other 40% of the time I love you. Um, Antonio, Ben, Riley, Clover, love you guys down. You'll always be like some of my best friends. Jordan, the best showmance I've ever had. Like, I've never gotten my nails done orange before, and I fucking hate orange, but like, look at this shit now. Um, so, period. Girl, boo, fuck that fucking comp. That puzzle. Last word.
All righty. Thank you, Lily. Who's next? Aspen.
Okay, first of all, Richie, thank you for having me. I know you don't regret having me last minute. I know you don't.
I don't.
Some of these people in here probably would, but they didn't get to pick, so boo-hoo. Production, love you guys. You guys are nice and did a good job regardless of what the haters on the internet are saying. I just to all of you guys. And then to the house, I don't know if I want to be as nice as the rest of y'all because I am like the villain of the season apparently. So like to be honest,
Yes, you are.
some of you were have still been terribly rude to me in my opinion, but okay, Rob, you keep that to yourself. Like you're
I'm
already
gonna
blocked on Instagram.
wherever I want. Girl,
You're
block.
already blocked.
Yeah, start arguing, y'all. Start
I
arguing.
won't be looking
Anyway,
for you, so that's fine. Block me. Do whatever you need to do.
Whoop
Girl, you
that
don't even
ass,
exist.
Aspen. Whoop
You
that
don't
bitch.
exist in my
anyway,
world.
And
Please
whoop that
stop.
at. Shut up,
Block
Bobby.
me.
anyway, no, cause like I've tried to be nice to y'all, and I know you all talk shit about me behind my back, and you know what? Fuck y'all for it. Still, I
I
still stand
didn't.
by my
My
eviction
point, Aspen,
speech.
you keep doing this shit. You keep coming at us with these words, and then when we come back at you, you have a problem.
Hey,
Now
every word
calm that
I
down.
said at
Everyone else said
eviction,
something
I
nice
stand
and,
by
and
it.
was having an exit. You don't want to start attacking people. Say what the
Okay.
fuck you got to say and get the fuck off screen. How about that?
Okay, logically, this isn't
See
your
what? See, this is what I mean. I haven't been personal with you,
I'm
with
not
any
being
of
personal.
y'all.
I'm just telling you. You just sat there. Everyone else said, "Oh, thank you, Richie." This. You like, oh, yo, haters. What are we hating? Please stop. Finish saying what you
You
got to say.
are.
Girl, the fuck am I hating when it comes to you? Stop playing with me. Get up. Stop. What I got to hate for? You better stop playing with me.
I just want to let the record show that
Hey,
I said
Erica, this is Aspen's
everything.
time. Thank
Oh,
you.
sorry.
Oh,
Having flashbacks now, you know?
To what? To
To my
what?
eviction. To my goodbye, you know? Anyway, but no, I had fun for the most part, except y'all being like rude to me. But I wish you all
Wait.
well. I just hope to never see you guys in a game. If I do a game anymore. I don't know at this point. But to those who I have met in this game that I have gotten to know like personally and
Oh,
HQ
bitch.
mainly. Lily, love you still. Some of y'all came out of this like good friendship. So love you
Right,
guys.
Aspen. You're a few
Most of y'all.
minutes away, Queen. Can't wait to see
Thank
you.
you, Aspen. Alrighty, HQ.
Hello, the world watching TV. Thank you, Richie, for casting everybody and hosting down. Thank you, production, for being there and helping. I want to say I want to get this off. I don't know what Molly's problem is with me. She didn't say anything because I don't have a problem with her and I never had a problem with her. So I don't know what the beef is. I'm gonna leave it at that. I am glad to have met the people that I didn't know, Riley, Antonio, and Dex. I'm gonna always love you guys because I knew them before. Um, Lily and Aspen, I love you girls. I have adopted you as my children now, so you're officially my daughters. Um, Matt, Rob, Makai, Latea, it was so nice meeting you. Jordan, it was nice talking to you again after seeing you. Ben, it was nice meeting you as well. Erica, girly, I love you. I can't wait to talk afterwards because
Facts.
I'm close. And Miss Clover over there in New York, girl, I love you down so much, and I can't wait to
Thank you
see you
so
as well.
much.
Yes,
You're
yes,
queen.
yes.
You're
And I
such
and
a
I just want to
queen.
say yes, yes. Queen loves Queen, and that's it. That I'm done. That's my time.
Thank you, HQ. Jordan, you're up next.
oh my gosh. Shout out to Prod, Richie. I had the most fun I've had in a long time in the last couple of months, no matter what happened in this game. First shout out goes to Matt. Respect you as a person, respect you as a game player, 100%. I I had eyes on you from the beginning of the game. Um, Everyone else in this game, I feel like I came in with a fight and I showed you guys that. I 100%. I just love you, every single one of you guys in this cast, no matter what we had. Latea, I feel like I have bonded with you a lot this game. And Chantal, I hope you can see how far I've come in this games I've played since the first one you've seen.
No,
But
you did great. You
Richie,
did great.
Richie, you should be proud of this season. Absolutely.
Thank you, Jordan. Latea, you're up next.
Um, Sorry for the viewers for keeping you up this late. Late. But yeah, I this game was fun. Thank you, Richie, for like bringing me out of retirement. Because yeah, these orgs get crazy. Shout out to being the only Canadian still left in the cast that made it to top four. What else? I loved that me and Jordan kind of made up in the remix a little bit, like and my guy Jordan, our first game together. I love being in that little threesome with Ben and Riley when we were working together. You guys, I still love you, over here. Shout out to Rob, you're my guy. Kai, you're awesome. Lily, love you, girl. And yeah, I'm glad that like I played and meeting all you guys. You guys been wonderful. So yeah.
Thank you, Latea. Rob, you're up next.
Get back into my soft boy era. For one, I'll start off by saying, Richie, thank you for reaching out. Again, I still don't know how you even found me, but I appreciate it. And I had a really, really good time. Like I said, the first week actual week, calendar week, just took the time to like kind of get to know everyone. And I just really enjoyed that, the socializing, not game wise, but just talking to everyone. I think I had some really, really great conversations. One being with Ben. And I am rooting for you and Riley. Hopefully, you guys can go the distance there. But yeah, I just really enjoyed talking to everyone. That was again my favorite part of this is just socializing, meeting you all. Whenever I do come back on that side of the Atlantic, I do hope to, especially San Diego, Antonio. Shout out to you. Definitely, obviously, my family is back in New York, so I'll be up in the northeast side. But yeah, just really enjoyed it. It was fun, and I hope that I get to do some. I've already gotten some requests to do some other games, so I think this is has birthed a new thing for me. So yeah, just looking forward to doing more and seeing you guys soon, hopefully, and definitely we'll be in touch.
Yes, recruit.
Thank you so much, Rob. Erica, you're up next.
I'm gonna try not to cry because I'm an emotional being. Um, First off, thank you to Richie and Prod for choosing me. This has been my first long-term org in a long ass fucking while. I took a hiatus because these games used to go so crazy for me. But I am so glad that I decided to come out of my hiatus and meet each and every one of you guys. I had so much fun. It was fun being the underdog, and this underdog made it to top two and made some money because of it. So I'm very happy. But also to the different relationships I have. Matt, you already know what it is. Love you. You've been my BBFM brother since jump. Molly, I love you. I love your vibes. Like you are fucking everything, tits and all, bitch. Like I love you. Like Riley, I so love you. You were a comp beast in my eyes. I'm so glad I got you out when I did, because baby girl, you would have gave me a run for my motherfucking money. Rob, you already know what it is. I love you. You are my bro. If you don't come to the Atlantic before I come to Dubai, one way or another, we're gonna fucking see each other. I need for you to show me Dubai, okay? Makai, I love you. You are like the little brother that I never had. Like, well, technically I have a little brother, but like you're close in age with me. So it felt nice to like getting to know you and all your messiness. Latea, you know you my girl down boots. I fucking love you. You are everything. Lily, oh my God. Like from the moment that I met you, like you just gave me life. I love you. I hope to get to see you soon. Jordan, Giordano, I love you so much. You are everything. You were funny. Like I cackled when we talked. Like, love you so much. Clover, my bitch, my queen. Like, we started off this rivalry.
My bitch,
And
my
bitch,
bitch.
you could have went the fucking distance, but your ass quit. But you know what? I get
I
it. I
love you.
understand when something isn't, right for you. You have to make that hard decision to leave, and I totally 100% respect you for it. HQ, I love you. You are literally mama bear to me. I am so sorry that I didn't get to talk to you about the last vote. And that probably was my fucking downfall, because I probably would have won if it wasn't the case. I promise you, I probably would have. But I absolutely love and adore you. And whenever you are in New York City, if I am in New York, you know we are going to a dive bar and we are going to get motherfucking drinks. Ben, my guy, my top two. I will forever be grateful for you for putting me in that seat. You gave me an experience that I never got to have, and I truly appreciate you. You are a brother to me in my eyes, and I cannot wait for one of these days for us to get to hang out. Antonio! Love you, even though you were messy as fuck. Okay? I
And yes, he
love you
was. And yes, he
down.
was. And yes, he
I
was.
love you down. I love the conversations that we had. I love even when it was just personal talking, us getting to know about life. Like you are just an amazing person through and through. Your light shines in and out, and I love you. Aspen, Aspen, Aspen. I know you thinking that I'm going to say something negative to you, but I 100% am not. You are like a little sister to me. And sometimes in my family, we argue, we fuss, we fight, but at the end of the day, we're motherfucking family. And I love you. I absolutely adore you. You are such a sweetheart. And for you to have gotten as far as you did, I'm not going to downplay it. it's absolutely commendable because at the end of the day, you probably, if there's any other situation, you probably wouldn't have gotten that far. And I know that this is something that is definitely out of your comfort zone. I know how I was when I first started these games and these gigs. And trust me and believe me, it was not fucking easy for me as much of a personality as I am. So I love you and I adore you. And whenever I am in Florida, Clover and Aspen, we definitely need to hang out. And with that being said, it has been a fucking pleasure to be in this motherfucking house for one good time and one good kiki. And I'm glad that I got to spread the ooh-ah sensation to you all. Love y'all.
Girl, Clover ain't even in Florida.
Thank you,
Clover
Erica.
lives a couple of minutes away in Florida from
Alrighty.
Aspen.
Ben, you finish us off.
As Erica said it, she said in my, final two that her speech won't be as long as mine. I'm gonna say this now, mine probably won't be as long as Erica's. But I'm gonna give a little shout out, kind of off with everybody. I'm gonna start with Matt. Matt, playing with you was fun. I really never could see you as a bad guy. A lot of people I worked with can attest to that. I like talking to you. I felt, we had good conversations, and that was that. Rob, we bullshitted till the very end of the game. We had so many meaningless talks about a lot of stuff that wasn't even game, but it was a lot of fun having those nights with you. And I'll still say, like, you're everybody's favorite. Everybody loves you, Rob. Like, great guy. HQ, we didn't really talk too much, but I'm so glad that I was able to kind of give you a little defense in your way out because I felt like we kind of did have that full circle where we kind of really didn't talk and I kind of be like, HQ, I really, you were my girl at the end, so appreciated you a lot. Latea, we worked together, then we had that beef. I feel like beef is over. I really don't like holding grudges, so I'm glad Remix, you get a heart. Remix worked. We're cool now. Um, Aspen, villain, no villain. I'll give you credit. You probably give us story time better than I do in terms of detail. Like you really killed a lot of time with our conversations and calls. So I was really glad, just to kind of sit and we could just listen and bullshit about whatever, if it was game. Even if you did kind of, piss me off a little bit, it is what it is. Clover, entertaining. If I could describe one word, it's entertaining. Glad we had a lot of talks that we did. At first I was kind of like, Clover, I don't know, but I'm glad we finally made our one-on-one. We did. Antonio, you
Right.
found me out, but like I said,
Mhm.
let's say I don't hold a grudge. I still enjoy meeting you and playing this game with you, whether you have any type of feelings about me or not. It is what it is. I'm not gonna hold nothing against you. Erica, love the shout out. In a game sense, I thought I could beat you, but you really gave me for money. I really underestimated you, and I'm kind of glad that you humbled me a lot with that 5-4. And if you did beat me, then I would have given you that congratulations and given you your tens on that. Lily, I'm glad we finally got to play a game again. I didn't even realize we had like a 400-day streak on Snapchat going into this game. So finally getting to play was crazy. Had a lot of fun. You, me, Jordan, Riley, Fortnite double date. Never gonna forget that one. Jordan, voting you off hurt a lot. You were my guy. You were the only person I really had in this game for a while after everybody else got pre-jury and then Lily got out. And I really was like losing sleep the night before if I could take you out or not. That one really hurt. But I'm glad, we got to talk and hang out. Makai, you low key remind me of one of my friends back home. So, even though we didn't really talk too much, you do remind me of home. You're like a friend that I would have probably had back in high school. So, also appreciate your vote. You kind of, won me that game. So, thank you. Molly, I really wanted to work with you because, we played Deadly. We didn't really talk during Deadly, but I felt like this could be, a fresh start. So, you going second really sucked. I didn't want to see you go at all. I'm really sad you did because I felt like maybe we could have, linked up, had an alliance, killed it, whatever the case may be. Riley, I gotta save you for last. I think I made a lot of things clear about where I stand with you. Everybody's telling me that I gotta spoil the queen and take you out, whatever. So I feel like there'll be many more AAA dates in the future. But and then Richie, my host, my fine host, thank you so much for a great game. 31 days, a lot of fun.
Thank you. Alrighty, guys. I just want to say once again, thank you guys for a great first season. I truly love all of you in your own special way. You guys are absolutely amazing. You guys always have a place in my heart as my first season, and I'm gonna miss hosting you guys. There were days that y'all pissed me the fuck off, but I just want to say I do adore you guys, every single one of you guys, and if you ever come to New York, there's a drink on me. So that's the tea. Okay. let's get into viewers' fan favorite house guest of the season. We did get a bunch of votes. It was very, very close. Just a reminder, the winner does get a $50 cash prize. We got a $50 donation. This person has asked to remain anonymous, so I will be respecting that. Without any further ado, the top three for viewers' fan favorite house guests are Lily, Riley, and Rob. And with that being said, the winner for viewers' fan favorite house guest goes to. Congratulations, Riley. You are the viewers' fan favorite house guest
Yes!
of the
Thank
season.
you.
Congratulations!
Yay.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Riley girl.
You did win
Thanks,
something
girl.
after
She
all.
did. She okay. She deserves some money for this
Congratulations.
season. She absolutely deserves some money for this season.
Thank you,
Yes,
Mom.
you will be getting $50. And just a reminder, anybody that won cash prizes this season will be getting their money sent tonight and tomorrow. Alrighty, house guests, this is officially the end. Once again, thank you guys for a great season. I know I keep saying that, but it's so true. I am going to be making a Discord server eventually once I finish out posting the season. Please bear with me as I do be asking you guys for Diary Rooms eviction videos. I just want to make the posting elite and, all that good stuff. Viewers, thank you guys so much for tuning in this season. I truly appreciate you guys, for tuning into this first season. It's not easy to host and, to get any support I did, I truly appreciate it. I also do want to give a big thank you to my prod members. Chantel did join the team late and whatnot, but I just want to say that you have been amazing thus far, and I am pleased to announce that Chantel will be on prod for season 2.
Let's
I do
go.
also want to give a big thank you to Kate. Kate, thank you for joining this prod at the last minute as well. Appreciate you and whatnot. You have helped me out a lot this season, and I'm so glad that we were able to do this together. And I will say Kate and Emily will both be on for season 2 as well. I want to give a big thank you to Jordan, the editor for the season on Instagram. She was not able to join on any of the calls, but she made the edits and she got the job done. We love her. Emily, my girl, thank you so much. I know that this is the first experience you ever had in this world and what in this org world, and I'm so happy that I was able to introduce you to it and that you were a dedicated member of production. Fun fact, Emily's whole family tuned into House of Royalty as well. It became a family show, which we live for. So, period. And yeah, thank you guys once again for a great season. I just want to say we are looking for prod members for season 2. So if you are interested, please slide in my DMs, and I'll tell you like what we're looking for and we can go from there. For viewers, I just want to say if you're looking into applying for season 2, definitely suggest it. We're going to come back better than ever before. And yeah, season 2 is going to be airing in the spring. That is the goal right now. And yeah, you will have to just wait to see more info as the time comes. But as always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow our Instagram, follow our Facebook, and until we see each other again, stay royal.